games with you. Sad Boys against the Busaders. It's been quite a while. It's been a week since I've casted, but joined alongside today, my buddy Go Farina. How are you doing today, dude?
A little sleepy, but other than that, we're doing fine. We're living. But we're gonna
Yeah.
start off with a Heckrim ban from the Sad Boys. Gonna have a Galio ban in response.
Yeah. So it is going to be Sad Boys on the blue side and Busaders on the red side today. Busaders did have the first side selection, so they did choose that red side. Probably trying to counter out some picks in this champ select right here. Bans are coming back left and right, so just gonna see what each team has picked out. So just to reiterate again, Busaders did choose red side and they did have first pick, so gonna be quite interesting to see how they counter out a team of the Sad Boys, whatever their team name. What's that full team name called?
It's really long since Sad Boys in itself was an acronym.
Yeah, the student athletes demonstrating brilliance, organizational, and inspirational success. That's the team.
Hell yeah. Gonna have two bans from the side of the Sad Boys though. Really wanting to target Nova Typhoon there, which is interesting, because Heckrim, he hasn't. I don't know if he's cropped up a bit more recently, but historically in this season 8 at least, he hasn't been like the most contested pick. It's just the jungle meta has never really favored him so far this season.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see what Nova Typhoon will pick out as a first pick to come out on the side of the Sad Boys is going to be a Swain. So Swain is a good flex pick for their team. Can basically really go a lot of lanes.
We've seen Swain top, Swain mid, Swain. Well,
You
not
can put a
exactly
Swain bot as
Swain
well.
ADC, but Swain bot, yeah.
You
Gotta
can-
be the Kaisa picked up for the side of the Busaders. Kaisa still really strong, although she did get light nerfs the patch before this. But those, I don't think those ultimately affected her too much.
No, so they are going to pick out the bottom lane on the side of the Busaders right away. Kaisa and Braum going to be picked up for the side of Drowsy and John Lee. John Lee's alternate is also called Genius Penis. So I guess he's running his alternate account today, but on the bottom side it is going to be both of those picks right away. IRL Enjoy just hovering over a few picks for himself, but Kaisa and Braum, they can be very scary in that lane, especially with Braum being able to sub people up early on in the game.
And with the once Kaisa gets Ginsu's, she can obviously proc the Braum passive pretty quickly. Granted, that's much further into the game and not something you usually have to worry about in lane unless Drowsy wants to rush the Ginsu's, which you still see some Kaisas do, I believe, although I think Stormers is still the most popular. Cho'Gath will be picked up, most likely going to Xyleon. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but Xyleon in the top lane, and the Vayne for Binto.
Yeah. It is kind of interesting that Swain and the Cho'Gath actually could be flexed as well, but I mean,
Technically,
quite possibly it could be. So it is still a toss up right here.
Yeah, but the Vayne is interesting because with her recent buff, she's actually decent now. With her Bork Ginsu spike, she can shred through anyone. It's kind of hilarious, actually. Aatrox's gonna be picked up for the side of the Busaders, though. Gone to fuck Nuggler in that top lane. Aatrox not as much of lane bully anymore, but he still does have a pretty powerful laning phase.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it could be a Swain Aatrox in the top lane, but still, again, so much flex picking coming out. We are on to the second round of the ban phase, and it is going to be a Kha'Zix going to be banned out right there.
Taking away the Kha'Zix. He did receive buffs this patch, and I'm not sure how much it jumped him up, but I think it jumped him up a decent amount. Because he's doing well in solo queue from what I heard. There's the Akali ban coming in against Mighty Mead most likely, although technically there are some Akali top players who go like the Titanic Hydra. Granted, that's probably pretty doubtful with the Aatrox already locked in.
Yeah, I mean, quite possibly the mid lane on the side of the Busaders might be picked last so that they can counter out Lost in Rotation. So they do ban out a Sejuani last. So they are targeting that jungle area on the side of Nova Typhoon. So that's actually a lot of. That's three junglers that they banned out on the side of the Sad Boys.
Really want to pinch Nova's pool here. We'll see what he locks in here because, as he said, they're most likely going to save Mighty Meat's pick for last, unless
Yeah,
it's
they
somehow,
probably will pick a jungler here.
yeah, unless it's somehow an Aatrox or Kaisa mid here. Kind of doubtful.
Oh, Trundle.
There's the Trundle. All right, Trundle does really well into tanks, as everyone knows. Will do well into that Cho'Gath, but since we haven't seen the jungler pick for the side of the Sad Boys, he could get countered here. Well, yeah, he could get countered here. Gonna possibly be a Graves.
In the jungle.
Yeah. Graves, all around power pick right now. Farms pretty quickly. Scales decently well.
Oh, Brand. That's.
And, alright.
They're probably going to support that Brand. Yeah, it's probably going to go in that bot lane.
Probably, yeah. Brand,
So they are. This last pick could be a flex, right? So we actually don't know.
Yeah.
They looks like they actually want to bring that. Yeah. Oh no, there's the
maybe
Braves.
the Graves. Bit of indecision. Got 5 seconds left though to pick that. It gotta be the Graves,
Yeah.
though.
This is an interesting team comp.
Yeah, they don't pack a lot of engage, but they do have a good amount of damage between the Vayne, Brand, Graves, and Swain.
I like the engage on Crusaders a lot more.
So
Of
far,
course.
what
Oh
they
wow,
got me to Yasuo though.
that's a lot of team fighting right there.
Yeah, a lot of potential wombo with that Yasuo. You get a good Braum Glacial Fissure, I believe it is. You get a good one of those, get a good ulti, that could start a team fight well, or you could go off the Trundle Pillar or the Aatrox Qs.
Yeah.
Mighty Meat does have options. Although the side of the Crusaders, they are really low on range. Having 1 ranged and 4 melees might be hard to work with in some situations, especially sieges.
Drowsy's gonna have to work pretty hard on that Kaisa because if they jump on, I mean, I guess they will have a decent. They were gonna have a good team fight, so Kaisa's gonna have to really position well to be able to win these fights because they do have a lot of damage on the side of Sad Boys as well.
Good news for Drowsy is that Sad Boys doesn't have the best backline access. There's no like super tank like say the Zac flying in and just CCing you or a Malphite. It's mostly gonna be Ion's Cho'Gath flanking in, or potentially Lost in Rotation coming in with the Swain on a TP flank, or just running in with the ulti. So Drowsy won't have to worry about that as much, although as he said there is a lot of damage he is gonna have to avoid.
Yeah, and during team fights there might like once you lose some footing, Cho'Gath, Swain, they can still lock you up possibly. Even like if you get caught out, the Brand can still stun you. So it's not like they have no CC. It's just that it is harder. There's no point and click CC. It's gonna be a lot harder to try to engage onto that Kaisa right away. So I mean, for team fighting, probably Crusaders is gonna win most of the team fights, like just composition wise.
Probably, yeah. That's what it looks like. Although Sad Boys, they might not be looking for the team fights with this kind of comp, because the Vayne and Graves both kind of scream skirmishes and duels, and Swain can work well in the skirmishes too.
For sure. And that's why I'm going to be very, very interested to see how the early game is going to play out, and how the Graves is going to move around the map, because that early... They seem very early game heavy too, especially like you have a Brand in the bot lane. There's going to be probably a lot of fighting in that bot side with all that Brand damage as well, so...
For sure, yeah. Because that is one of Brand's strengths, because he isn't a traditional support in that he can't really support you with utility like, say, heals or shields or CCing. He only really brings damage. So, Morale is going to kind of have to leverage that in lane to win it. Just use his poke to, poke out John Lee, Drowsy, land some passive procs. Then in team fights, he can absolutely blow up Drowsy if he manages to get a hang of, or manages to get his hands on him, although that's kind of doubtful.
Yeah, especially with that big Braum standing in front.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you just... Sorry, go ahead.
Granted, he is still Brand, so he can, of course, damage the front line pretty heavily just due to his percentage health damage, so that's not as big of a worry.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see how those Braum shields go, right?
Yeah, those are going to be pretty key.
It is. And if you just joined us, it is going to be Sad Boys today on the blue side against Crusaders on that red side. Crusaders had side selection, and this is currently game 1 of week 2 in Prophecy Cup. If you just joined us, I am Flash, joined alongside Go Farino today. So it is going to be a fun day of games. It's a best of 3. If you just joined us first time in this Twitch, scroll down, look at our socials, join our Discord, and try to play up with us. But other than that, we are ready, just about to get into the game. Spectator delay's got 5 seconds on us, so we're right about there.
Yeah, got spectator delay finally over. Gonna hop into a loading screen, see what the keystones are people took. I doubt that.
And also the skin battle.
Oh, hell yeah. Doubt that'll be too much surprising in terms of keystones.
Yeah, it will be quite interesting to see what Keystone Masteries people run, but we are slowly and surely getting our way into that loading screen as we see it right here in front of you guys. Keystone Masteries are on display.
Nothing too surprising, although IRL and Joy are going for the Dark Harvest on Graves instead of the more typical Fleet of Footwork. Kind of interesting. Although Dark Harvest does work on Graves, I just hear it's more of a I'm smurfing and want to pub stomp you type of keystone.
Hey, maybe IRL Enjoyer is smurfing today, not running that Fleet Footwork.
Yeah, maybe. And at chat, we're not sure who Binto is. We're guessing he's a sub, but as far as I know, neither me nor Flash have been told what the situation is regarding that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I mean, he's got the same clan tag as Morale, so they probably know each other.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. I was gonna wait. Drowsy's at 60%. That's the holdup. Okay.
I like that Lil Slugger Trundle skin.
Yeah, I like it. Has a really nice splash. That in-game's pretty decent, too.
Yeah.
God, Odyssey, Yasuo. Nothing much for skins in this game, actually. I mean,
so maybe they like that initial original feeling.
Perhaps. Gonna be greeted by a gray screen. Should hear people pop in real soon, hopefully. Question mark?
It's usually how it is in the beginning of these games.
Yeah. It's varying, though. Sometimes it'll be really short screens, sometimes it'll drag out a little.
It's pretty long right now.
Yeah, which one's it's gonna be this time? There we go.
Oh, I'm slow in there. I think you're before me. I'm a little slow in there.
I'm at 10, 11.
Oh man, I might have froze.
Oh lord. Yeah, you aren't missing too much. Seeing a potential 4-man stack from the side of the Besaders. Hopping in
I'm gonna have to try to get myself in here.
Invade, actually. Got a 4-man invade coming. Mighty Beat's not with them. This is spotted out by Lost in Rotation, though. Nothing. Gonna drop a nice ward on that red buff, just to keep track of IRL Enjoyer's jungle path. And we also see the Ghost Portal drop.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back myself in there. Sometimes these spectator bugs happen, but
that's all good. Yeah, see Morale coming around, might be looking for Spell Thief's proc. Actually gonna get it. Yep, gets a single Spell Thief proc, so the comment didn't land. Another? Oh no, that's Besader's word on the red buff. Fug Nuggler gonna walk past IRL, Enjoyer, and Xyleon. Oh, Morale gonna get another proc. And landing both those pillars before landing phase is gonna be nice, since Drowsy won't be able to regen this back up. Slight health advantage for the side of the boys. See a skirmish over the red buff.
A lot of fight. Xyleon uses the flash. Ignite is procced on. Oh, first blood right there, right away. Fugnuggler is going to be caught up a little bit. He has to use the flash. Well, IRL Enjoyer is going to flash as well. Fugnuggler is not going to get himself out in 1-for-1 right away in the early stage of the game. So right away, a lot of fighting going back and forth. Both these junglers are going to have an interesting start to the game, but Trundle is just going to be on that bottom side, farming it out on his own.
And in the bot lane, we already see Morale really establishing his lane pressure here with the brand. The early damage he got, plus also the fact since Sad Boy's bot lane didn't have to leash, just let him get to lane early, get the priority. And yep, they are going to hit level 2 first here.
Yeah, looking at the top lane. Oh, wow. Braum is actually going to slow down. That's going to be the passive, and Nova Typhoon picks up a kill onto Binto right there. Great Q from Braum to pick up the kill. IRL Enjoy is going to make himself up to the top lane. He does have the red buff, so he will be able to slow him down. Every auto attack. Q is going to land from Xyleon as well. Funknuggler, is he going to get taken down? That's a nice 2-man knockup, actually. Slows him down and drinking up the potion on Funknuggler. He actually stays alive. So, failed to gank on that top side.
Man, he was... Funknuggler was so close to dying there with the red buff and the corrupting taking away on him. Might even be going on Morale here. Lost in rotation, gonna help out a homer though.
Yeah, a lot of fighting coming in the early stages of the game right here. As well, John Lee just putting up some Qs, trying to damage out the team, but early stage of the game, that's a lot of damage already. Look at that, 7 CS and 21 CS in the bottom lane from Binto to Drowsy. That is a huge, huge deficit for Binto.
Yeah, and that's all because of that one death that Binto sadly had from that gank. Not respecting the fact that Nova Typhoon could have just gone from blue to red and then gank bot. But yeah, that is going to net Drowsy a slight advantage coming back to lane with the dagger and boots. Not a huge damage advantage, but it will help him with CSing and dodging those brand pillars.
Yeah, for sure, the boots with the movement speed are going to help a lot, but right there, Binto a little far behind. Drowsy already with an assist on himself. Probably look to see if Trundle comes back to the bottom lane, but we do have a fight at the top lane as Xyleon and Funknuggler are going to be coming up. IRL Enjoyer actually going up to try to avenge. Does not get the kill yet, but that is going to be a 1-for-1. Funknuggler pick himself up a kill as well. IRL Enjoyer picking himself 1-2, so top lane. A lot of fights going back and forth there.
Yeah, and IRL Enjoyer now 2-0 on this Graves, not to mention with the couple of skirmishes he's been around, that's given him a few extra Dark Harvest stacks and will help him, of course, hit that magic 150 sooner. So he's got to be feeling pretty good right now as this Graves.
For sure, for sure. Looks like junglers are going to be coming down. Graves actually is going to be coming down to the bot side. Going to take out the Krugs. Maybe make his way down to the bottom lane. The wave is pushing out for the side of the Sad Boys, so might be a difficult gank on the top lane right there, or the bottom lane, my bad.
Yeah, we went from, in the bot lane, it went from a 21 to 7 advantage, but now Binto has the CS advantage back, partially thanks to Morale's pressure, although with that wave crashing, Drowsy is it.
Oh, look in mid lane, actually. That is going to be Nova Typhoon coming up. That's going to be a pillar. Lost in rotation, might be in a bit of trouble right there. A few more auto attacks to take him down. And Nova Typhoon picks himself up a kill on the bottom side. So a great gank coming in from the side of Nova.
Really good. Nova grabbing his second kill of the game. He's got to be feeling good too. Both junglers are pretty well, they got a good economy going right now.
Yeah. And also, Funknuggler on the top side is really bullying down Xyleon, so just a lot of damage going on. Trundle, Nova Typhoon is going to be coming down. They do spot him out, and they back him off with some ping, so nice ward to spot off Nova Typhoon right there on the side of Binto and Morale. Are they going to try to come back? Trundle is at the bottom side, and Graves is at the top side right now. A lot of pings going in on that river area. So it'd be kind of interesting to see where the next path for these junglers are going. Oh, and Trundle's actually going to get that dragon started off right there.
Ooh, this Ocean Dragon is actually huge right now with how
Oh my goodness, Xyleon might get taken out. That last auto attack takes him down.
Yeah, the little yoink back securing the kill though. Ugly.
Yeah, I don't even think IRL Enjoyer should be doing this. There's a lot of damage on the side of Funknuggler right there. Just auto attacking back and forth. Actually, is IRL Enjoyer going to be able to do anything? Let's see, and shut down on the side of Funknuggler.
Oh, had it not been for the Aatrox ulti there, Funknuggler would have died. Because we saw IRL Enjoyer got him low enough, but just had to wait out the revive there. But yeah, that's 2 kills going over to Funknuggler, which is pretty big. Pushing it up to 3-2 with a slight CS advantage. And He's over 1,000 gold up.
Also, the Ocean Dragon was taken by Nova Typhoon, so that's going to be a huge advantage coming in on the side of Crusader. So look for them to really translate that into like a better later game. And as morale is getting taken down to about quarter health in that bottom lane, both IRL Enjoy and Nova Typhoon are going to be in the the south side map near the blue area. As morale actually chunks up that Q, he might actually get taken down there. John Lee. Perfect kill as Bento actually comes back. The concussive blows is gonna land onto Bento right there. John Lee is going back. Nova Typhoon has to use the flash to try to take down Bento, and John Lee finally picks up that kill, and a great work by Drowsy to help himself up on a few kills right there. Assists, my bad, but just IRL Enjoyer might be in a bit of trouble here. Mighty Me did roam down to the bottom lane, and I think IRL Enjoyer is gonna say goodbye.
Nova was trying to hand off the kill to Mighty Meat there, but the last bit, one of the last ticks up subjugates ended up stealing that kill. Thankfully,
wow.
It does look like Mighty Meat got participation on that, and yeah, Xyleon not having a good time in this
Not
game.
having a good time in that top lane, as Fugnuggler is basically beating him up and just not letting him get any wiggle room there. Doesn't even need a jungler. I mean, Fugnuggler just a few minutes ago basically got a 2-for-1 with the jungler there. Xyleon has to use the teleport to come up to that top lane to try to retrieve some of these minions, but just overall, the Busaders are destroying them everywhere on the map. Top lane, mid lane, jungle, and also bot lane.
Yeah, Xyleon just doesn't really have the damage to get through Fugnuggler right now, and Fugnuggler is able to sustain back up with the Ocean and the Aatrox passive healing.
Every time Xyleon tries to get some minions, just the amount of damage that Fugnuggler puts back on him is kind of insane. So, I mean, Xyleon's having a bit of trouble in that top lane right here, battling it back and forth.
Yeah, there's not much he can really do. He would have really appreciated the Ocean Dragon in this circumstance. Because just having that extra sustain to deal through all the rest of Fugnuggler.
Mid lane? Well, Fugnuggler's in the bottom lane, and concussive blows is going to land onto morale, and he's going to get taken down super easily right there. Not even any work. Fugnuggler's just at the bottom lane. They're probably going to push out that bottom lane tower. I do think Bento should leave, or they're just going to dive him.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do 1v3. Sure, he has ulti, but he's gonna
Even then.
Yeah, he's facing 3 members without his sums, and he only has a recurve bow and berserkers.
So the first tower, it looks like it is going to go onto the side of Busaders right there, as Drowsy just wants those minions to get taken out before he takes the tower, but there's the first tower gold as Drowsy and Bento put some damage back and forth to each other. Fugnuggler is back still there, so they do try to do anything funny on the side of Bento. This might not be good.
Yeah, I think Bento's just trying to stall here. He did stall the first recall from Fugnuggler and forced Drowsy to, let's see if I...
Nope, they don't do anything.
Yeah, just out of range. Bento and Morale are... They're doing a good job of just playing at this maximum range. Although that did let IRL Enjoyer take the topside jungle from Nova Typhoon.
Yeah. They're just... This is a really slow rotation actually coming in from IRL Enjoyer. But I mean, Morale is going to get the Q onto him and just easily taken out right there as IRL Enjoyer finally comes into the bottom side. John Lee is going to put up the shield, but Bento taken already down to half HP, lands another passive onto Bento, so could possibly do something about it. IRL Enjoyer might be in a bit of trouble. Fugnuggler actually gets taken down. Shutdown's gold's going to go down. John Lee's going to get taken down as well, and that's a misplay on the side of Busaders, and that's 2 kills going on to the side of the Sad Boys right there.
Bendo might get this kill here with the Vayne passive and the Berserkers. He does get a lot of move speed.
This might be a bit of... Oh, Bento actually, he might have to trade his life there, though.
Might be an yeah, it is an execute.
Oh, it is an execute! That's good, that's 3 kills.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Although Mighty Need was able to pick up the mid tower, so that is also good for the side of Crusaders.
Oh, yeah, a nice try to get out. Mighty Meat has to use the flash. Xyleon might be in a bit of trouble there. Tower's not really going to do much as Mighty Meat gets taken down. Morale, I don't think you can do anything alone there, buddy. Mighty Meat.
He did a fair amount of damage.
Yeah, but Lost in Rotation is going to rotate out to the top side. Looks like they do want to save that tower. Killer is going to come down, and it looks like Nova Typhoon does get stunned up. Loss in rotation is super huge right now. They might be fighting back and forth. A few more auto attacks is going to take down Nova Typhoon. And there it is. The Pyroclasm takes him out.
Oof, shutdown gold going to Morale. Granted, he can make use of it since Brand does build a lot of damage. But I'm going to pick him.
Right in the mid lane right there. It looks like the passive of Fugnuggler is going to be used. He might not be able to get out of this one as IRL Enjoyer just picks himself up a kill in that middle side of the map. And it does seem like right now the Crusaders are playing a little cocky. They're not playing that well, especially with their huge lead, just giving up some kills right here. So hopefully they can tighten up the game and just end it up as quickly as possible so they don't give any room of air for the Sad Boys to come back.
Yeah, and it won't be just a few kills here. The Cloud Dragon also going over to the side of the Sad Boys. They will appreciate that.
Oh. So that's a Wind Dragon and Ocean Dragon already gone.
Wonder what the next dragon is. Oh, Arrow Enjoyer. There we go. Guess the other. Things are calming down right now, though. Got a small 3k gold lead for the side of the Crusaders. Nothing too much to write home about, although the 2-0 tower lead is very nice for them.
Yeah, looks like they are going to go for the Rift Herald as well, so that's going to help them with the push as well. John Lee giving up some vision for their team, and it does look like Morale tries his best to do something, but you know, it's going to be quite difficult to do something, especially with this huge gold lead that the Crusaders have racked up for themselves. All 5 members, except for Fugnuggler, is just going to help out and take that Rift Herald down, so quite interesting to see which lane they're going to push out right away.
Probably the top lane, since that's the one with the last outer. We see the pings there, Nova Typhoon is around. Yeah, as he starts summoning it. Although, granted, this tower is really low.
Yeah, they might not use it for this tower. It might be...
Yeah.
Maybe for the next tower, tier 2 tower. He does still have a lot of time on it, so he can still hold on to it.
Because the buff lasts, what, 3 minutes, I think? So you got time to think about it.
It's not even a quarter way done yet, as Morale, actually. 4 members of Sad Boys are going to be here. Not really going to stop them or anything.
Yeah, and that was Morale's ultimate use there. I'm not sure what the deal with that was, if he thought he could land that into a stun.
Ooh, look at bot lane. Fugnuggler is in a bit of trouble, a little cocky there as Lost in Rotation picks himself up a kill.
Oh, and Fugnuggler's ulti just came back up. Had that been up, that would have been huge. Mighty Mead, though, is bot lane. Lost in Rotation without his ulti might be in a bit of a pickle here. We'll see if the tornado lands.
Has to use the flash to escape from that tornado right there. So actually, Fugnuggler currently 5-1. As Morale might be caught off. Morale does have a flash up, might have to actually use it right there. Finally uses it, but IRL Enjoyer is going to try to turn this back and try to get some damage off. Lost into rotation is going to be coming down. The Glacial Fissure as well coming down from John Lee as he tries to disengage the fight, and they do back off. But with this huge gold lead, I mean, just losing these fights are not good for the side of Crusaders.
For sure. And the gold lead is going to shrink here with this tower falling. Gonna finally get their first tower of the game for the Sad Boys. And yeah, we've been seeing some cocky mistakes. Fugnuggler now 5-5 from 3-2, I believe. So he's been trading a lot of kills.
Yeah, I mean, if he tightened up his game, if he played a little bit better, I'm sure he could get some more kills right there. Stop being a little cocky. I'm sure if they just group up, they just work on some macro objectives, because right now the Crusaders, their macro objectives aren't really that good. They're only winning because of like their individual lanes as well. So if they group up, they try to do something, they could probably work something out. But it is a little sloppy coming into this middle half of the game right now.
And we are already seeing a chunk of armor being built for the side of Sad Boys, especially for Xyleon, just with how much AD damage coming up from the Crusaders. This is kind of expected, although thankfully Mighty Mead will be doing a lot of true damage, and Drowsy will be doing a lot of magic damage himself.
Oh, let's see if they have a fight right here, as Nova Typhoon and Drowsy are going to be right behind Fugnuggler coming in huge as Morale gets taken down right away. Where do they want to push up to next? They do still have the Rift Herald that they can be using to try to maybe take down this tier 2 middle lane tower. There it is. That's the Rift Herald as Xyleon gets knocked up and slowed down. Mighty Me coming in as well with the ulti. Binto might be in trouble. He gets pillared off at the side as Mighty Me is only half HP. The Rift Herald is going to be knocking up this mid lane tier 2 tower, so they are probably going to get it down right away right there. Are they going to go for the inhibitor tower? Morale is still down 3 seconds on him as the Rift Herald actually gets taken out right away, so they can't open up the inhibitor towers quite yet, but they do get the first tier 2 tower of the game, and that's going to open up this map so much more.
And we finally see the Crusaders group up for a fight there rather than trying the 1v1s that haven't been working out too hot for them so far. Hey, Netsum a kill and that tower in the mid lane. Overall, pretty good net win for them.
It is going to be quite interesting to see where the Crusaders are going to go next, because right now, currently they are only 5k gold ahead, so that's going to be a lot and a lot. So the way that they're working is going to be quite interesting to see. Xyleon just going to be taking up the control ward in the bottom side of the map. The wards are going to be pretty good, but they do not spot out that other site ward there. So
Ghost Poro. Yeah. Is that Ghost Poro's... Nope. Ghost Poro taken out by IRL Enjoyer.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. Finds it. Oh, lost in rotation. You know where he is? Oh, right.
Oh,
I don't know. They didn't get the ward. That's sad.
That's unfortunate. Can we get 50 likes?
Yeah. Jeez. They had one job to do, take out the ward, and they couldn't do it.
A lot of wards, though, in the side jungle of Samples right now. Kinda makes sense, though, with that dragon spawning.
Oh, that's a great block right there. Mighty Me might be in a bit of trouble. That is going to be a teleport. That's so much damage going on to Lost in Rotation as Mighty Me goes on a killing spree, gets onto IRL and Jar. They're going to go for more of the ultimate of Graves. Actually going to get the shutdown kill. Fugnuggler going on to Morale as John Lee's going to help out with some kills right there as Fugnuggler finally takes down Morale, but Mighty Me, the intense, insane damage coming out right there.
Yeah, he's currently sitting on his PDIE power spike right now, so he's got that 100% crit along with the true damage of the IE and the Conqueror.
Wow, that is going to be the Glacial Fissure coming out. Binto might be in a bit of trouble. The concussive blows finally not going to land yet, actually, as the Vayne was invisible, but they do get this tier 2 bottom lane tower for sure, as Xyleon tries to stop people up with this Q, try to put some slows there, but they do get that tower right away as blue side sad boys are being pretty sad here, just losing a lot of objectives slowly.
Yeah, and now we're going to see the Wind Dragon started up for the side of Crusaders. Gonna bring themselves up to 2 dragons to 1. Gotta be nice. It's not an Infernal, which they probably want really badly, but let's see. Next dragon will be another Ocean. Won't be too huge of a deal, but will be nice to have.
A lot of sustain coming up. I mean, 2 Ocean, that's going to be a crap ton of sustain for sure.
Oh, yeah. But Baron Vision being set up, since that is going to be the name of the game starting about nowish. But neither team really wants to give up a free Baron. No team ever really wants to give up a free Baron.
Yeah, and it does look like blue side has put down a control ward there. Fugnuggler does not have the teleport up yet, so if they do have some sort of fight, Xyleon will have that TP advantage currently. Because they are actually all rotating to that Baron side right now.
Lost rotation gonna be picking up this blue, I think. No.
Oh, Drowsy. If he got stunned up there, that would have been really bad.
Yeah.
But blue side right here, sad boys, they are kind of rotating into this Baron area as Fugnuggler is walking up. They do see an opportunity potentially to collapse. If Binto gets caught off there, that's actually not good, as Fugnuggler is in the middle side of the map. What are they going to do next? What is the Crusaders going to do to try to engage their lead and try to basically force a fight so that they can win something?
Yeah, they could force a fight now to force out the TP from Xyleon. But the thing is, Fugnuggler is now going back to deal with it, and he doesn't have his own teleport. So now the Crusaders have to play careful, because any fight can just turn into a 4v5 if they engage Baron.
I would have actually liked to see if Fugneller could have forced some sort of team fight, catch someone else, so that they could have had something right here. Because if they force a fight here, Xyleon does have the teleport advantage. So, quite interesting. Fugneller is only halfway through the cooldown of that teleport right there.
Although, with the Black Cleaver and the Ghost Blade completed, Fugnuggler does have a lot of armor penetration to help him get through Xyleon. Although, I don't think he has any percentage health damage to really help him shred through that health bar.
Yeah, so Xyleon is getting a bit tankier now, even though it's 0-5 and 2, starting to really beef himself up for these later game team fights. So that will be very, very helpful for his team. But currently, right here, Busader is still in the driving seat. What are they going to do next? What do you think they can actually do to end this game as quick as possible?
I mean, obviously, the quickest way to end the game would be grab this Baron and then just use that to crack open the base. But if Fugnuggler is busy sitting bot answering Xyleon, and Fugnuggler doesn't have his TP, there's nothing really proactive you can do unless you send 2 members to the bot lane to kill Xyleon. Granted, if you do that, we might just see a Baron started from the side of the Sad Boys.
Yeah, I feel like the better thing right now to do is just send Fugnuggler up to that Baron area and try to force something, at least dance something out, and maybe even force the start of the Baron, right? Because if you force that Baron, they might collapse on you, and then potentially you could get a team fight off.
Thing is, they have to be careful starting the Baron against Morale's brand, since just with all the AoE...
Yeah, that is true as well.
Nova Typhoon showing bot can be dangerous if the Sad Boys want to go for this Baron.
And Binto is coming down as well with IRL Enjoyer. It looks like they are just going to rotate out of here, potentially go back to that middle area of the map, as John Lee and Drowsy are just going to push out mid lane, potentially try to crack something open, but Drowsy just getting taken down a little low by Morale right there. So a lot of damage coming in from that brand, as we can see. And then Xyleon actually is in the bottom lane, and they're going to force a fight. Binto might be in trouble. Teleport's going to be coming out from Xyleon as well. That's going to be a shutdown. IRL Enjoyer is going to be the next target. He's going to have to dash away from this one, but Mighty Weed flashes out, tries to get something, as Lost in Rotation is going to be the next target. Nova Typhoon right there on the backside. Pillar is going to come out, and Fugnuggler does get taken down a little bit low as Morale is trying to run away. And here it is. There is the team fight that the Crusaders want. John Lee is going to get stunned up, is going to get taken down. Smoke screen as well. The Pillar coming out to slow down Morale as Nova Typhoon tries to go for more. Xyleon, super tanky, trying to help on his team, and that's going to be the stun. Nova Typhoon might be in a bit of trouble. Ulti's coming down from IRL Enjoyer as well. John Lee actually slows down Xyleon, but they have to disengage from this one as they're getting down super low. Nova Typhoon with the Pillars really slowing them down and really helping out their team. They do pick up 2 kills in this fight, but they're super low and they have to back off right now.
Thing is, they have to be careful about backing off here, because that just might open up the Baron to the Sad Boys. They back here, then Lost in Rotation TP's in. They force Baron. That could be bad for the Crusaders. Looks like they are gonna stay back and defend it a little, have some members go back and spend their money, which is good. Granted, with those 2 kills, they're only able to get the 1 inner tower, which is still nice, but when you're winning teamfights at this stage, especially with kind of how slow the Busaders have been taking this game, you kind of want the Baron for that.
Yeah, well, they did get 2 kills out of that fight right there, so that was a very good fight on the side of the Busaders. So hopefully next fight they can be a little more engaged together, because it was a really scattered team fight actually.
For sure, yeah. I mean, I think it was just because Sad Boys were really spread out. Saw the initial pick on Binto, but they was like fighting. I don't know.
They did get the initial pick onto Binto, used a lot of flashes to try to get onto more, but I mean, at least they got it. And the next Ocean Dragon is up, so Fugnuggler and his squad are just gonna bully that one down and pick up one up. So that's gonna be 2 Ocean Dragons on the side of the Busader, so that's gonna be so much sustain coming in for them as well. And like we saw that last team fight, Busaders got taken down to about half HP by the end of their team fight. So with that Ocean Dragon, with the sustain, it's going to help them out so much and propel them to try to win these longer sustained team fights.
Mighty might be in a bit of pickle.
Binto is gonna... Oh, wow, there it is. Morale actually might be in a bit of trouble too. That is going to be the Glacial Prison. A fissure, I mean... to use the ulti, but I mean, he still gets taken down at the end of the day right there as Mighty Me tries his best to make a hero play. Still gets a kill onto Binso right there as Drowsy actually gets caught up. Lost in rotation, has to use the Zhonya's Hourglass to try to stasis himself as the concussive blows is going to be on the passive onto Lost in rotation. One more auto attack is going to take him out, but Drowsy has to use a barrier or to try to save himself out. Lost in rotation, gets taken down at the end of the day. Fugnuggler helping himself out as IRL, Endure, and Xyleon are trying to go for more, but they can't really do anything else. Currently, Morale and Nova Typhoon are going to be fighting back and forth. Here comes Fugnuggler to help out Nova. Morale probably is going to get taken down. As there it is, Fugnuggler is dominating currently 11, 5, and 2.
Oh man, yeah. 3 for 1 going in the favor of the Busaders there. Just furthering their gold lead, and now we have pings on the Baron. IRL Enjoyer is up and does have Smite to try and contest this. Granted, as he said, there are now the 2 Oceans on the side of the Busaders, and that's really helping them catch back up after that team fight.
And this Baron is going to mean so much on the side of the Busaders right there. They're about halfway down. Only Bintor and IRL Enjoyer are there, so I don't think they can actually do anything. I think they might... I think Fugnuggler might actually get a kill. They don't actually get the kill right there, but they do get the Baron, they do get the empowered recalls, and they get the minions to help them out, push out the lane. So this is going to be a huge, huge advantage on the side of the Crusaders to potentially bring them to the end of this game.
Hopefully, yeah. Oh man, Mighty Meat is 4 levels higher than Xyleon. That is a yowzer. Purchases coming in for the side of the Crusaders, though. Does Josie have enough for cap? No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Lost in rotation and Mighty Meat are going to be meeting up with each other. Windwall to try to block off that CC from Lost in rotation there. So currently it looks like they do want to go to the bottom side. Fugnuggler still again does not have TP, but is pushing up the top lane. And they do have a lot of waves actually in the top side as John Lee and Bintor are going to be meeting up. If John Lee actually lands the winner's bite there, would have been very, very dangerous on the side of Binso, but currently it looks like they are going to send Morale up to top lane to defend Fugnuggler there.
Yeah, I don't think just Morale's enough. We also see a Lost in rotation coming. I'll enjoy getting some cheeky damage in.
Well, turret gets destroyed on the bottom side, so Mighty Meat is just easily pushing. They're not even going to stop him. That's going to be an inhibitor on that bottom side. Someone actually has to rotate down there. Inhibitor's down on the bottom lane, and they just easily let Mighty Meat walk in there without doing anything.
That's one of the problems with the Sad Boys comp. They just don't really have the means to force engages all that hard. Your best bet is hoping for Swain Yoink or Xyleon popping the Righteous Glory and running in like a madman.
And bottom lane with the inhibitor gone. Oh my gosh, Binso's getting taken down by Mighty Meat. Easy pick up there. Mid lane towers are going down. The fight is coming in as Xyleon is going to get picked off and killed. He does have the Guardian Angel. No, he doesn't have the Guardian Angel. That's actually Fugnuggler's by mistake, but what can they do? Wow! IRL Enjoyer going in and getting a kill onto Drowsy right there, but he might get taken down. Nova Typhoon gonna flash for that one and pick up a kill. Lost in rotation, trying his best to get some avenged kills, but Lost in rotation gets stunned up by the concussive blows of Braum. Zonya's Hourglass to try to slow this down, but I don't think they're gonna get any more. Ace is gonna be coming out on the side of the Busaders, and it looks like game 1 is gonna be easily picked up by the Busaders.
Yeah, there was a long lull there, but once the Busaders finally got the Baron, this game was easy to crack open for them, and they won the game 30.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy pickup on the side of the Busaders right there. So game 1 going on to the side of the Busaders. So we are currently in a best of 3. So if they do win another one, that's the end of the series. That's basically a clean sweep. But if the Sad Boys can come back into game 2, then we do bring ourselves into a 3rd game.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Grab ourselves a tournament code.
And
oh, I copied an extra character, that's why. turns out I accidentally copied a space in front of it. Oh well.
You're back in.
Yep. Howdy how.
So, looking at game one, I mean, what do you think the Sad Boys have to do to try to not put themselves down as far?
First thing I would remedy is give yourselves a way to initiate a fight. Because we saw in that Baron Siege, they just weren't really able to do anything in response. They just could watch their towers fall, and that was about it. They're too far behind to really fight.
Yeah, they can't lose their initial lanes, right? Funkmuller basically destroyed Xyleon in that top lane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. The Crusaders are 9th place? Dang.
Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, it's only week 2, so it's not really a big spread to look at, but I mean, it does mean something.
Oh, well. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it does go to show how close these teams basically are. I feel like until it's like at least week 3, week 4, it's kind of not telling to look at standings, because it's like
scheduling.
What is the spread that we have, right? 3 games is not a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, basically that. Because if you face like 2 super easy teams and you just absolutely stomp them, it looks like you're at the top of the world, but you might actually be mid-tier.
It could just be 2 easy teams, like you said. So I don't even like looking at the standings until at least like week 4.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at the standings, so way ahead of you.
I mean, Sad Boys is 2nd and the Crusaders are 9th, so a 9th place team just be the 2nd place team, right?
Yowzers.
If you care about that.
Who care about that?
I mean, game 2 quite soon. Game 1 just did end. And it did go to the side of the Crusaders, so Sad Boys has to try to pick themselves up in here to try to push it into the 3rd game. But if Crusaders win this one, a 9th place team just beat a 2nd place team, so...
Yeah. Are all teams ready? We got one team ready.
Yeah. Drowsy did say 1 second. Well, a lot of Twitter links coming in on here. I'm scared to open them, you know?
Huh. One of the pointless advantages of being highly is I never need to refresh my own opt.gg. Nice.
Nice. Well, I guess we're ready to get into the 2nd game of Champ Select here. Let's see who they're going to be banning out to win this one. Galio is going to be the first ban coming out.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be a little busy just changing the scoreboard stuff.
Yeah. Stop switching sides, make it easier for these people who are hosting.
Hell yeah. No, the last game I cast, I was like, I just, out of pure like natural reaction, went to switch the teams, but then found out they didn't want to switch sides, so I'm like, uh-oh. So I had to swap them back, which kind of sucked. But the bans are the exact same from last game so far. Oh, nope, there's our first new ban, taking away the Yasuo from the Mighty Meat. He was pretty scary on that, not gonna lie.
Yeah, the Yasuo on Mighty Meat. Mighty Meat, you know, I've been seeing that name for a while, so he's been quite around a lot of these League Discord servers. So a lot of these people, they do know each other a lot, because a lot of these players, people that are still in here, have been playing together for so long, so they have so much intel on each other. It's actually pretty interesting to see how they actually read up on each other and how they play against each other because of all the information that they have.
And it's gonna be a Morgana first pick. That was Banner away last game, probably going to John Lee in the support role, and there's the Varus. That was also banned last game. Varus, kind of known as a pretty powerful pick right now, just due due to being able to go Bork against his Runons and pumping out insane damage, but we might see the Nunu here. That'd be interesting. I haven't seen a lot of Nunu after like the initial rework hype. Oh, no, might just be Ornn, might just be Shen. A little more boring. Gotta be the Scion, alright. We didn't see him last series. Scion, considered one of the best, if not the best, picks top lane right now.
I've not seen a sign for a while. I do like that ringing bell running into you.
Yeah. You got a Master Yi hover. Kinda doubt this is gonna be locked in. Yep. Looking like it's gonna be a Nocturne instead. Nope, going back to the Trundle, alright. Worked out well for him game 1. Saw that early gank bot lane after the red buff. Managed to grab a nice early kill.
The Kaisa is going to go back to Drowsy right there. So it is going to be a Kaisa against a Vera. So both these ADCs going to be auto-attacking a lot onto each other and seeing how they play out this game. Because Vera is going to be quite interesting against the Kaisa in the bottom side.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a Varus brand bot line though. That's gonna be even more dominant than last game since
The early game is intense.
Yeah. Just with all the poke that Brand can put out and the fact that Varus can poke you out easily with the piercing arrow, and if he gets blight stacks on you, then pops you with an E or a Q, that's a lot of extra damage you're dealing with. Hopping into second ban phase though, we'll see what the BOIS decide to ban.
Second round of the draft phase is going to be coming out right here, as they are going to be banning out the Aatrox. So Funknuggler's Aatrox not going to be coming out because that was pretty scary in the first game.
Yeah. It was pretty scary at some points in the game. There are other points in the game where it's not as scary, to put it lightly. But yeah, overall, did pretty well on it. And there's the Xin Zhao ban. Interesting.
So Nova Typhoon actually gets back that Trundle, so that did do them well in the first game. The last ban is going to be an Akali again, so they don't want Mighty Mead again to be playing the Akali. Probably pretty scary on that. Did really well in the Yasuo, so 2 bans actually going out onto Mighty Mead, really targeting him in the second game because he did really go off on that Yasuo. And Funknuggler with the last ban is going to take out the Graves. Not going to let IRL Enjoyer play that one, as we are going to go into the second round of the pick phase.
Yeah, we'll see what Binta picks up here. Likely gonna let Morel lock in the mid pick so Lost in Rotation can get the counter pick in the mid lane. I almost said let Morel grab his mid lane champ, but we didn't, so we good. Time is ticking down though. Gonna be the Kindred jungle, it looks like. Yep, that's locked in. Pretty interesting. Kindred should be able to kite out Nova Typhoon's Trundle pretty well. Although having IRL Enjoyer be your only tank just means every teamfight Nova Typhoon ults him and kind of invalidates a lot of what his job is.
Wow. Really? No.
Wow, really?
I wanted to see them pick that, though.
Urgot gonna be locked in for Funknuggler. Urgot another pretty powerful pick right now. Able to go the Summoner Spellbook and just grab Ignite in lane and pop people. From what I know, most champs just can't really trade into Urgot when he pops his shield and starts gunning you down. Because you're taking a lot of damage from all the bullets, but he also has a meaty shield on him that's kind of hard to get through. And Swain locked in for the Mighty Meat this time, taking that away from Lost in Rotation.
Not letting him play it right there. But the Orianna, Orianna's a really safe pick. Back to the mages, right?
Yeah.
Zillion. Okay.
Zillion would be spicy.
It would be, but they are going to go with the Orianna. Orianna's super safe pick into that middle lane. Unless they run Orianna support, you never know.
But, yeah, Sad Boys, they do bring more engaged this game, thankfully. patch up that issue from last game. Anything from the comps that stands out to you, Flashy? Like,
A lot of team fight potential on the side of Sad Boys. Sion with the ulti and Oriana with the ulti as well. Varus being able to pick people out. That's going to be fun to watch if they can pick someone off with those ults.
mm-hmm. But then again, on the side of the Crusaders, they have the tankiness to eat a decent amount of that Wombo combo. Trundle, of course, probably going to be going mostly tank aside from maybe the Tiamat. And then Urgot, while he doesn't go full tank, becomes rather beefy himself.
Yeah, I think what's actually going to determine this game is the top lane. I mean, whoever can win that top lane, if Fugnuggler can go off again on the top lane against Xyleon, that's really going to sway the game to the side of the Crusader. So I do want to see how that top lane 1v1 is going to be, because Urgot it's pretty deadly, actually, especially like that scary ass ult that he has that brings you in and whips you back and forth, and your screen has chains all over you. That's a scary ult to get yourself into. So it is going to be quite interesting to see how Crusaders play off this team fight, because both these teams, they can have a lot of pick potential as well. I mean, if you get picked off by like a Morgana binding, like that's a big deal as well. So just how they play around these CC is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention the junglers, both of them ganked really early last game, and we could potentially see that again, depending on how they're feeling. Still got a minute 40 on the spectator delay of anyone.
Kindred against Trundle is pretty different as well.
Yeah.
So it will be quite interesting to see how they actually gank and what the potential is. Obviously, Trundle with the pillar does have a little more potential in the early stage of the game, but you can never really discount the Kindred's ability to gank as well, especially when you're just so focused into that lane.
By the way, chat, if you have any questions you want to ask, now is a good time to do it with the spectator delay. But yeah, bot lane, that's gonna be interesting because both sides pack a decent amount of damage, although the side of the Sad Boys obviously is packing more damage. And Jumli is gonna have to be on point with the Black Shields to Black Shield any Varus ultis or Brand stuns.
So Kindred just needs to invade him and shut him down, so that is pretty true. If Kindred can invade the Trundle and shut down the Trundle, not give any farm out, that's going to be quite difficult for Nova to really get around.
Yeah, the pillar from Nova Typhoon will be really huge. I'm not sure if Kindred's jump is long enough to go over the pillar. I want to say it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Because being able to go over that pillar could make or break invades.
Yeah, 5 seconds left on the spectator delay. If you have just joined us, it is going to be the Crusaders on the blue side against the Sad Boys, the student. I don't even remember their team. The student athletes demonstrating brilliant organizational and inspirational success. On the red side, game 1 did go to the Crusaders, so game 2, it is going to be make or break for the Sad Boys. And if they do lose this one, they're going to be cleanly swept. So hopefully they can try to bring something back. Hopefully they can show us something. But right now, just the amount of work that the Crusaders did in Game 1 was pretty insane and kind of gives a little bit of hope, especially momentum going into the side of the Crusaders.
So, rather interestingly, Fugnuggler is going Aftershock on his Urgot. That's not something I've heard of. Because, you typically see either the Unsealed Spellbook or the Press the Attack, or I think Conqueror might be an option, I forget. I know Press the Attack and Unsealed Spellbook are the dominant ones. I haven't heard of the Aftershock. We'll see how that works out. Since only his E and ulti can apply it, and you're probably not going to be getting it off of your Urgot ulti too much.
So, wow, giant enemy crab god. There's a lot more skins in this game.
Oh, yeah.
2 Dark Star skins on the side of the red side on the side of Sad Boys.
Yeah, 7 out of 10 players get skins. That's pretty cool.
What else is there? Giant enemy crab god.
Dragon Master Swain, the meme.
Super Galaxy Kindred. That's an interesting picture.
Yeah, kind of actiony.
Well, we are onto the gray screen. We are onto the game. The teams are loading up, and we are ready to get into game 2. Ready to see who is gonna bring back this game. See if they get a clean sweep, or if we bring it to game 3. Game 2's coming up.
Everyone popping out. The Crusaders looking like they might want to go for a 5-man here. All 5 of them clumped up and not really fanning out. That usually hints at wanting to invade. And interestingly, they're invading through topside. Xyleon has to be careful here.
If they can land a binding, that might be really good, as the binding is going to land onto Xyleon right there, and he's probably going to get picked off. There it is. First blood going into Nova Typhoon, and that's going to help them out so much right there. Great invade on the side of the Sad Boys.
And there's still enough time for Nova Typhoon to go back and spend his first blood money. He goes back now, he can grab like a longsword or some boots or whatever he wants, although it looks like the call is going to be popping in for this red. 3 members from the side of the Crusaders. Oh, no. They're dipping. Happy with the kill, it looks like. So nothing too much coming out of that kill, really. The assist for legend stacks might be the biggest thing, since there wasn't enough money to get the pots. Or no, I think
Drowsy might be in a bit of trouble. Oh no. Well, the binding is going to land, and the ignites are going to go back and forth. Heal's going to be used. Morale actually might get taken out. Heal has to be used. There it is. Binto gets a kill on a Drowsy, and a flash is going to be used by John Lee to try to get someone, but John Lee and Binto are going to be meeting up. There is, again, the binding going to land, but John Lee doesn't have the damage to do anything else, as Morale and Binto are just going to pick themselves up a kill.
Oh, that's huge in this bot lane, though. Being able to deny, I think, a wave and a half, maybe? But definitely at least a wave's worth of experience is going to be huge. They're going to... Binto and Morale going to hit level 2 first. And then, of course, just the other advantage are going to be really able to pressure this lane. Drowsy not going to have a good one.
It is going to be quite interesting to see how these kills are going to stack up. Currently, Morale and Binto are level 2 ahead of John Lee and Drowsy right there. So, level advantage for them. That's going to be a big deal, as Mighty Meat actually CC's up Lawson rotation there and gets some damage off, as Drowsy's still level 1 to the level 2 of both Morale and Binto.
Yeah, falling is just going brutally for Drowsy. He doesn't even have a potion right now, which is going to try to sustain like hella. Same for John Lee as well.
Yeah, how are they going to play this one out? I mean, the damage of Morale and Binto in the early stage of the game is going to be kind of insane. So, I mean, at what point are we going to see Nova Typhoon really come and support them and try to maybe get a gank, as both junglers are in the bottom side? There is a red ward in the Tri-Brush, so they probably will spot out Nova Typhoon right there, as Kindred is right there in the back side. Killer is going to be landed onto Binto. Binto does not have a teleport. I think this actually might be a kill. One more auto attack is going to take them down. Drowsy, come on, buddy. Gets it. But here comes Kindred. Binding is going to land. Drowsy actually might get 2 kills. Double kill going in for Drowsy right there, as Nova Typhoon is going to help out IRL Enjoyer getting a kill right there. And Nova Typhoon picks himself up a kill, as 3 kills right there for the side of the Crusaders.
John Lee and Drowsy are so low. Had Crusaders played that like any bit worse, that could have easily been a 2 for 2. Or even a 2 for 1 in the favor of the Sapphiros, but man, they were able to play that really well.
You're right, they played that really well, getting to themselves 3 kills for nothing. Like you said, if they did something a little bit wrong, that would have turned it around, but this early gold lead is going to help out the side of Drowsy so much, especially because he gave a kill early off into Binto. So the lead is gone for Binto and Morale.
And in fact, the lead is now back in Drowsy's hand. He technically has the damage advantage with the recurve bow, although Drowsy has to be super careful still, just due to all the poke that Morale and Binto can put out. So I still think Morale and Binto can have the upper hand in this lane. It's just, if John Lee manages to land a binding, it's gonna hurt much more.
IRL Enjoyer makes his face down up at the top side. Currently level 3 right there on the level 4 of Nova Typhoon, as Nova Typhoon's gonna go back to the bot lane. They know that the flashes are down. They know that the binding is landed as Drowsy gets on a killing spree. Insane binding from John Lee right there.
Oh wait, never mind. I thought I had the scoreboard wrong, but then I realized no. The Crusaders. Okay. But yeah,
oh, you did have it wrong. Sad Boys, the Crusaders on the left side.
Yeah, no, I thought I had the score wrong. Because for some reason I thought the Crusaders were still left side.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Crusaders are on the left side.
Oh no, I meant right side.
As long as they can see the game, I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
But I mean, looking back on that fight right there, just another kill going onto the side of Drowsy is going to help them out so much.
And Nova Typhoon is now 2-0-2 in this jungle, but he now has a Tiamat, which really helps him clear through the jungle that much faster. Have a bit of a party potentially happening in the bot lane, 4 members for the side of Sad Boys around. Doesn't look like anything will happen since it was kind of spotted out.
Yeah, well, currently, right now, it does look like Nova Typhoon is gonna just walk up, go farm some more. There's this bot lane, 36 CS to 37, Binto and Drowsy are going at it, as we do see a fight in the middle lane. Lost in Rotation is going to be using the command attack and the command dissonance to try to do some work for himself, but Lost in Rotation is going to be taken down super low. This might be actually a kill, as heal has to be used onto Lost in Rotation. Command Shockwave being used, going back and forth. Lost in Rotation might be in a bit of trouble, has to use the flash. Here comes IRL Enjoyer as well. But can they get anything out of that one, as both these mid laners going at it back and forth?
Lost in Rotation could have actually had that, but he's just tanking minions. And he would have died had he not flashed there.
Yeah, look at this. Fugnuggler and IRL Enjoyer are going to be having a fight. That's going to be the ulti used by Xyleon right there. Mighty Meat is here with the fight. Picks up a kill. IRL Enjoyer actually picks up a kill onto Fugnuggler right there, as Mighty Meat is going to be going on to Xyleon. Do they have any CC to try to slow him down or anything? Where's the pillar going to come out? Nova Typhoon can't really do anything else, as John Lee and bottom lane might be in a bit of trouble.
Forced to flash out. That's the damage we were talking about earlier, though.
Very back and forth right here, both in this top side of the map and also the bottom lane fighting back and forth. But just the amount of work coming in from the Crusaders, trying to get themselves some kills, trying to extend their lead, as IRL Enjoyer might be in a bit of trouble. There's the ultimate going to be used. Damage is going to be coming out. Lost in Rotation is here as well. Trying to go in for the flash. Nova Typhoon can't actually do it. A shutdown is going to go on to IRL Enjoyer right there.
Oh, that's 2 kills going over to IRL Enjoyer, one of which being that shutdown from Nova Typhoon. That's gonna boost him up, and you don't want this Kindred to get rolling, because Kindred does scale well. Everyone kind of knows because of the passive, but she also scales well with items in general.
Well, Chain of Corruption is gonna land. Drowsy does have to use the flash, but Morale's gonna go in there. Heals is gonna be used. I think the Ignite's actually gonna take up the kill. John Lee tries to get Morale, but he can't. Where's the minions? Gotta take him down, as John Lee picks himself up a kill, a 1-for-1 onto the side. This bot, actually no, a 2-for-1 on the side of this bot lane, but wow, just Drowsy shouldn't be losing these fights with the lead that he has.
Yeah, it's just Pinto and Morale, just the amount of poke they can put out means they just get a free death advantage.
Yeah.
If the Chains of Corruption from Pinto land, it's usually an easy kill. John Lee,
especially because they can chain CC it as well right after.
Yeah. Granted, John Lee did drop the Black Shield after the chains landed to help stuff all the damage and prevent any instants coming up with Braum. But that ultimately didn't matter.
Nova Typhoon and lost in rotation. Nova Typhoon actually might be in a bit of trouble right there as IRL Enjoyer has to jump over, but Nova Typhoon finally does pick himself up a kill. Command Shock was actually used by lost in rotation, does not really get anything else out of that. IRL Enjoyer is going to be taking down the blue buff as Mighty Meat is super low in mana. Morale is going to be trying to take up a stun, does not get it down as Mighty Meat does sidestep that one. But IRL Enjoyer with the low HP is just going to farm up that Gromp and go back and just regroup it up.
Oh man. So Morale, instead of grabbing boots, goes for the interesting. That gives him a decent chunk of AP and health, not to mention the magic pen. And having that 15 flat magic pen against Drewsy, who has 0 MR, is gonna be absolutely huge.
Well, Fucknuggler and Xyleon are going to be going back and forth in the top lane, putting out some damage right there as Xyleon just knocks it off and stuns him off a little bit. Both these junglers are kind of getting to the air on the top side, so there might be something that they want there, like that Rift Tail, like something like a kill. But currently, right now, they are neck and neck in the gold difference. Only a 200 gold difference currently. Actually, no, not even, basically. This is basically the same gold difference as Trundle is actually making himself up to the top lane. Both IRL Enjoyer and Nova Typhoon are coming up there. But look at Fucknuggler's mana. There's actually nothing there. Nova Typhoon is going to be walking up. Is going to use that pillar. Unstoppable is going to be Xyleon right there. Has to use the call of the Unstoppable Onslaught to get out of there.
Oh, we see the Chain Corruption land in the bot lane.
Bottom lane is going to be having a fight. Drowsy's going to be dipping and dodging, trying to get some kills off of there, but he actually gets taken down by Binto as John Lee has to try to escape from this one. A few more auto attacks is going to take down Binto, or the nice... Oh, wow. Well, gets a double kill, but lands up a nice binding at the end of the day while he's dead.
The damage is just too much for Drowsy and John Lee to handle. Lost in rotation almost dies there to the Vision of an Empire. Thankfully, does dodge out of that. Ireland Enjoyer fancies a dive.
Oh, Mighty Mead. Jeez, wow. Cocky right there, huh?
Ireland Enjoyer also had the,
Here comes Nova. Do you think he can get a kill? He does not have flash up, so it does look quite difficult, but Mighty Mead is right there on the side, and they trade kills right there.
Although, that does mean Mighty Mead had a 2-kill bounty when he died there. It's a small silver lining for lost in rotation, although... Yeah, IRL Enjoyer, I don't know what to say about that one. I'm guessing he thought,
He thought he had enough HP or something, at least.
I think he thought Mighty Mead was further behind his tower, but he just had to run through the entire tower and then just didn't press ulti when Mighty Mead didn't kill him.
Yeah, well, Nova Typhoon and Drowsy are going to pick themselves up a dragon that is going to be a mountain dragon onto the side of the Buceters right there, so that's going to help them up, pick up some towers, pick up some objectives, so hopefully they can translate that into some more objectives. But Drowsy and Squad, with the early lead, actually not really punishing their lead. Hopefully later into this game we do get to see Drowsy trying to do more work, but currently, you know, it is looking grim for Drowsy, especially with that early lead that he had.
Gonna see the grand combo land onto John Lee there. Gonna see the Herald started up for the side of the Sad Boys. They have a lot of vision here, although Xyleon does not have TP and Fucknuggler's teleport is up pretty soon. See what happens. Looks like they're gonna grab it.
Oh, Chain of Corruption right onto John Lee, and that is an easy kill onto the side of the Sad Boys.
Got a kill and a Rift kill.
Wow. Goodbye, Drowsy. Ooh, there it is. Just, I don't think you should be really giving up these kills.
Yeah.
Morale is trying to get more as Mighty Meat is at the backside. Ultimate is going to be coming up from the IRL Enjoyer. Hopefully they can trade some back and forth. Morale gets taken down as IRL Employer actually gets taken down as well. 2 kills onto the side. Buceters right there.
Nova Typhoon is barely living there thanks to the Triumph. And
what is John Lee doing?
Dying.
Huh.
But yeah, Nova Typhoon able to survive there thanks to the Trundle passive and his Triumph proccing. so close. But yeah, going back to Drowsy dying there, he knew Morale was around, and it wasn't really worth risking to just get that one ward. Top lane, well, the top laners who are now bot lane, much more even this game. Don't see solo kills left and right from Fugnuggler. There's Mighty Me taken out of control there.
And John Lee dying there, a little bit interesting. He just kind of walked into lost in rotation and died. It's kind of like, you know, when you play solo queue and you get on your phone just because, like, you know, you walk back and you don't realize what's happening and you just die.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what happened to John Lee there.
Yeah, I don't know the story behind that. Gonna see the Kaisa W land onto IRL Enjoyer as he clears out some wards. These are a bit more calmer, and this game is, oh lord, much more even than our previous outing.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because they've been making so many. This bot lane, Drowsy and John have been making so many mistakes. Especially with their lead that they had, like they should not be making these kind of mistakes. But then again, Binto and Morale, like you said earlier, has so much poke damage, but still, you should not really be losing these fights that hard. Especially because you have like John Lee's Black Shield, you have bindings, like there's no reason why you should be losing these fights that hard.
I think it's more the poke and range advantage Binto and Morale had. Because Drowsy, his long range poke is his W, which is on a long cooldown and easily blocked by minions, whereas Binto just has to charge up the piercing arrow. Sure, it drops damage if it goes through minions, but then you can both push right and get a bit of poke in, which is nice. Got a bit of a party in the top lane, nothing doing.
Yeah, I don't think they're really gonna do anything in the top lane.
Me either.
But does look like Fugnuggler and Zalion are in the bottom side, so both top laners have made themselves down into the bottom lane. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, Fugnuggler does now have the Black Leader, so having that extra armor pen will really help in doses. Granted, Xyleon also has a ton of health, due to the fact that he's Scion and has a Righteous Glory.
Morale and Nova Typhoon right there. Gonna be meeting each other up, but gonna be going back and forth. So right now, at this stage of the game, for both these teams, like, what do you have to do to really extend your lead and try to get something out of this?
Well, for Sad Boys, they just have to leverage how far ahead their bot lane is right now. Use that, fight around them. On the side of the Crusaders, though, Nova Typhoon and Mighty Meat are the ones with most of the kills. So those are probably going to be their go-to people.
Oh, Chain of Corruption is going to land on to the Mighty Meat right there. He gets slain really easily, but that is going to be the Soul Shackles coming in from John. They get a kill onto Binto, but IRL Enjoyer is going to be right in the backside. That's going to be the Zoni's Hourglass being used. IRL Enjoyer is going to be using the ultimate too as well. Unstoppable Onslaught is going to be used by Xyleon on the backside, as Xyleon super tanky, kind of try to do more work. Morale might get taken down by Fugnuggler. There it is. Xyleon actually going to be the next target for the side of the Crusaders. Binding does not land. Channeling up to try to slow them down as a two-man command Shockers come down from Lost in Rotation. They're going to try to go into Lost in Rotation now. Nova Typhoon, where's the pillar going to come up? Where's the slow is going to come down? Again, they do have to use the flash for Lost in Rotation, but they're still going to be chasing down right there as a command attack. Command Dissonance going to pick himself up a kill. Lost in Rotation doing so much work with the damage of Oriana right there. I don't think they can actually go for any more, as Mighty Meat is actually back from his death with the teleport, trying to go into Xyleon right here. Drowsy does tag up Xyleon, but they don't go for anything else, as Fugnuggler is just going to be pushing up the top lane, and that is a very good team fight on the side of the Crusaders.
Not to mention the Crusaders managed to pick up the shutdown on Binto. Granted, John Lee grabs it, so not 100% optimal, but you'll still take it. And they also get that top tower off the back foot, giving them a bit extra. Though looks like this Earth Dragon might be going to the Sapos, evening
Yeah,
out
there's
the
gonna be
Earth
a
Dragon
mountain
count.
dragon.
Although in Earth Dragon, on a double ADC comp, not to mention Lost in Rotation will chunk towers pretty well. That's pretty scary for tower taking.
Yeah, I agree with you. And right now, Bento and his squad, they're just gonna be trying to wrap up and ramp up to try to do something. They are a little bit down in gold, but it's so minimal that it's basically not really much. As it's gonna be quite difficult for them to really do anything right here. So Fugnuggler is gonna be trying to take out some control wards. He is gonna be spotted out by the vision. As both these teams are just gonna be regrouping, trying to see what they want to do next to try to leave their teams. Lead their teams to victory.
See a bit of a vision game coming out. Game is starting to calm down a little. Both teams not really looking to do anything crazy for now. People just farming and scaling. Looking for an opening to snap a little advantage.
I do want to see who they are able to catch up next. I just want to note that a lot of these team fights have been starting off because of like Bento's Chain of Corruption, morales, stuns. They really started off these fights, and because of a lot of these fights, because of a lot of picks, it's been going into the favor of the Sad Boys.
Yeah. You cool solo casting for a sec? I really want to use the restroom.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll be back in a jiff.
Yeah, no worries. It's going to be both these teams in the mid lane. It is. We're going to see how Bento and his team are gonna get some picks right here, because if they do have a 5-man team fight, it might be kind of scary for the side of the Sad Boys. But if they get that Chain of Corruption landed off, if they get some picks landed onto some member, like they can find Drowsy somewhere, they can find Mighty Mead right here. That might be actually really big. Mighty Mead gets taken down super easily, like I was saying, picking off some teams. Some members, and Mighty Mead taken down. That's a 35-second cooldown that the Sad Boys can work with. I do feel like the Crusaders, they really need to be grouping up. They really need to be taking team fights rather than soloing. It's so easy to get these kills and picks off of them.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah. Well, Unstoppable Onslaught is going to be used by Zalian to disengage from himself from the bottom lane.
Oh, and it actually canceled out the Urgot ulti.
Well, here's the Baron.
It dies pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't really think they can fight this one out, as John Lee with the Soul Shackles gets taken out super easily with the command distance, and Baron easily gonna go onto the side of the Sad Boys.
A little close there. Ira and Joy falling pretty low there. Not having someone to tank that up well kind of hurts. Ultimately, though, Sad Boys able to grab that Baron easy peasy and get a kill off the bat. It does cost him that bot lane tower, but you'll take that for the Baron.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people are gonna take a bot lane for a Baron.
Oh, look. But now with this Baron buff, the Sad Boys really want to start getting cracking on these towers. Leverage the fact that you have 2 ADCs and an Earth Dragon, so just get IRL and Jar and Bento up to towers and have them start wailing away.
Fugnuggler gonna go try to get onto Lost Rotation. He does get flipped up. Lost in Rotation might be in a bit of trouble right there as he gets taken down by the ultimate, but they don't take him out. That's actually a kill going on to the side as Fugnuggler gets taken down. Do they want to go for more? Nova Typhoon trying to run his best to go on to IRL and Jar. He might be in a bit of trouble. Here comes Morale to help out his team as Mighty Meat and Drowsy! Whoa, that is insane the way that he is playing. Bento as well on the backside. They do get a kill. Unstoppable Onslaught is going to be coming up from Leon as they do flash away from that one. Mighty Meat and his squad are going to be trying to disengage as Nova Typhoon and Xyleon are going to be meeting up with each other. Nova Typhoon probably does want to leave this one, but I mean, 3 kills for 1 right there onto the side of the Crusaders.
And that's 3 Baron buffs down. That's absolutely huge. It's gonna delay a lot of this Baron buff and stall a lot of the pushing potential that he could have.
For sure, as Mighty Meat and his team are on this mid lane trying to pressure down this tower. They have not cracked open this tier 1 tower yet, so they do really need to try their best to try to get some more Xyleon in his squad. Xyleon is so tanky right now.
And he's now building up some MR. Not sure what that Spectre's Cal is going into, but having that magic resist to really help him tank through the damage of Mighty Meat and Drowsy is going to be very nice. Thankfully for the Sad Boys, they are able to get a bit of juice out of this Baron buff, and they grab 2 towers immediately. Looks like they're going for a third with it while they still got it.
Fugnuggler going right onto Bensel right there. Flips him up, but Fugnuggler's gonna get taken down super low. Mighty Me trying his best as well. Command Shockwave gonna land onto Drowsy. Drowsy has to flash away from this one. Double kill going in for Drowsy, or for Bento, my bad. As the Soul Shackle is gonna land and stun up Bento and Drowsy. Shutdown going on to Drowsy as well. Nova Typhoon and IRL and Jar are going at it. Shutdown's gonna go on to IRL and Jar. They're trying to chase down onto Drowsy right here. Currently at 3 for 3, as only 2 members are alive for both these teams. Blastcone gonna get Drowsy out as he uses the Mastery emote to try his best to get out of morale, but John Lee and Drowsy are going to be the only ones alive in a very, very harsh team fight right there.
Absolute crazy team fight there. 3 for 3, and Bento was able to survive the initial engage thanks to his flash, and then they're able to take out both Fugnuggler and the Mighty Me, but Drowsy able to clutch it in with that Kaisa ultimate and pop him. And we have a third Earth Dragon spawn. Looks like the Sad Boys are going to get on it. Iron Jar and Morale already there. Should be able to take this out pretty quickly.
Yeah, they do take down this dragon for themselves. Looks like IRL and Jar, like you said, just going to take it down. But that last fight was pretty insane.
And IRL Enjoyer is at 5 stacks right now on his passive, which is pretty nice. Means he did get the 75 range increase. And going for 500 to 575 range on your auto attacks is huge.
I do want to say that Bento on that last team fight did position himself really well. You know, didn't die to that initial Fugnuggler jump in at the flip right there. So pretty good job from Bento, but he still gets taken down at the end of the day because they just really targeted himself so hard.
Here's the
unstoppable onslaught gonna go on to Fugnuggler right there, and I think that's gonna be an easy kill for Xyleon. A 45-second cooldown that they can be using to try to get something there.
That's one of the funny things about Cyan ulti. It has a low cooldown, but if you get cooldown reduction, it is super low. Like in ARAM, it's an actual blast. Because you get enough CDR and Cyan, you ulti down, int, die, you respawn, it's back up.
Yeah.
Granted, this is an ARAM, so I hope Xyleon isn't running it down. Judging by the 2 deaths, it doesn't seem like he's doing.
Maybe he should get some more deaths. He's not utilizing his passive well enough, you know. So Fugnuggler does have 1 second. He does have the teleport as well. Xyleon also with the teleport. I wonder if they're actually going to go into this fight. Mighty Me does have to get out of a caught. They do actually get a binding on to Lost in Rotation with a 2-man Shockwave actually, but the spell shield is going to be onto Nova Typhoon. Are they going to be able to get Lost in Rotation? That's going to be the Kindred ulti as well coming down. Nova Typhoon going to get taken down. So quarter HP. Fugnuggler on the other side. IRL Enjoy is going to get taken down. Drowsy's on a rampage, but Mighty Me with the Zhonya's Hourglass is going to be doing so much work. Double kill going up from Drowsy. Look at Drowsy just auto attacking them. They can't do anything. Xyleon's trying his best, but he's at about half HP. John Lee as well. Oh, nice dodge from Drowsy, but a nice binding coming on onto Xyleon. That's so much damage going back and forth. Morale's on the other side. What is he going to do? The unstoppable onslaught to try to escape from this one. Currently, 3 members both on each team. Morale might be in a bit of trouble. There's a lot of damage going into Drowsy, and it looks like they're just going to disengage from these ones.
Oh man, that blast gun really screwed over the Sad Boys in that fight, launching a few of their members over the wall and leaving the others for dust. Whew. Yeah, and then... Go ahead.
These fights are insane as well, just going back and forth like crazy. But Drowsy played that last fight really well.
Yeah, Drowsy's now 8-4 on this Kaisa, whereas Bento still an impressive 9-4, but he was previously what 5-1, I believe. So not been having as good of luck recently. Granted, he's getting hard targeted in these fights.
Yeah, for sure. They're just basically ignoring everyone and just going hunting Bento.
Yeah, because once Bento falls, there isn't too much damage. Pyro and Jar, he can pump out respectable damage, but he's not at a high enough point yet.
Binjo will have his flash up for the next team fight, so that's going to be a huge cooldown for himself to be using. As Fugnuggler is going to be walking up, and they are going to start that bear, and Fugnuggler's not with them, so they just easily take down this bear. Oh! IRL and Jory actually just take this bear, but very close from Nova Typhoon as he's just gonna go into IRL and Jory. Shutdown's gonna go into Drowsy. That's huge right there. Mighty Meat's gonna have to use Lazonia's Hourglass. This is actually the team fight, but the Sad Boys might want double kill going on to Binto. They're gonna be going on to more. John Lee's gonna get taken down as well, and Fugnuggler not being there causes 4 deaths onto the side of the Crusaders.
That's gonna most surely be an inhib here, I'd imagine. We got a bit of a wave in the top side, buffed up with that Baron buff and the double Earth Dragons. These towers aren't gonna be long. And that's one of the cautions you have to take if the enemy team has double Earth Dragon. You have to keep Baron warded at all times and be on top of it, because Baron dies in an instant.
Yeah, and there's the top lane inhibitor going down right there. And
yeah, this is absolutely huge for the Sad Boys right now. Getting them up to that huge gold lead, and they still have a lot of Baron buff to work with.
You want to scroll back to the last team fight so we can see what happened to Drowsy?
I kind of want to, but I also feel like we might accidentally get unsynced, and we'd skip some alive.
Oh, we can just force it back to live.
Yeah. No, I mean, we'd like if we spend like a minute reviewing it, then we miss a minute. I don't know.
Oh, quite possibly.
doing replays in spectator is kind of wonky.
You need at least 2 PCs for that one.
Yeah. In the LCS, they can do it easily because they just have one PC, run back, pop up the replay, and you still have the other one doing the process. Wow, so easy.
we don't have that kind of production here at Prophecy Cup.
Yeah, we kind of lack double computers and a dedicated streaming staff. Oh well.
So currently right here it does look like Morale gonna be on his alone. The binding is gonna land, but it looks like Fugnuggler gets caught out. Morale's gonna be on a killing spree. Drowsy gets taken down. Holy cow, John Lee gets taken down as well. Binto's on a rampage. Are they gonna go for any more right there? This is getting insane as Binto is doing so much work right here. Binto is unstoppable. Here comes the team. Here comes Xyleon, and that actually might be the end of the game. That's an ace, and they might end it right here, actually.
That has to be the end of the game. Binto just auto-attacking like a madman with the lethal tempo, Ginsu's Bork Runons, and the Varus passive proccing.
Yeah, the closest cooldown they have is actually 15 seconds onto John Lee right here, and I think they actually might have done it. Xyleon is just going to take out the towers, and I think Game 2 is going to go on to the Sad Boys right here as the Crusaders, playing it very poorly into the later stages of the game, and Sad Boys pick themselves up the second game, going into the third.
Yeah, Binto definitely the MVP of that game. Whew. Give me that LBS. There we go.
A lot of back and forth in that game. That
was a bloody game.
Bloody is an understatement, I would say.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sad Boys finally picking themselves up a kill, so that's going to be really good for them.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, 1-1 in this series. And it looks like the... Crap, I forget their name. Oh, wait, no one's changed the stream title. Oh, well. The Crusaders do have side selection this game. Gonna go on a short intermission so the casters can take a break, but don't go away, guys.
We are back from a great 2-game set. We are going into the third game. So basically a best of one. It is the Crusaders against the Sad Boys right here. First game was won by the Crusaders. Second game by the Sad Boys.
Oh lord. Yep, hopping into that champ select. Gonna have the Hecarim ban yet again. No, wrong layer. There we go.
Yeah, they do seem like they do target Nova Typhoon a lot.
Yeah, but he's been performing on the Trundle.
Yeah.
We saw him 4-1 at some point in the last game. Yeah. There's a Zac ban leveraged against Nova Typhoon again, and there's a Galio ban we've been seeing all series. Let's see what other bans go through. We saw a Yasuo ban last time. There's a Xayah ban we've been seeing against Binto all series.
Yeah, it does look like bans are coming out back and forth. So I get 3 jungle bans straight onto Nova Typhoon right there. That's kind of a lot of bans going on to just him.
That does leave Mighty Mead's Yasuo open if he wants that again. He had a pretty good performance in game 1 for those of you who missed it. And there's the Varus picked up for Binto. He performed pretty well on that last time, and Varus just overall good solid pick right now. See if the brand gets taken away from morale though, because just the poke that Varus brand could pump out in that bot lane really helped the Sad Boys leverage that.
For sure, Varus. You know, Binto did really well in that Varus last game, so there's no reason why he shouldn't go back to it as Fognuggler picks up the Aatrox, so back to game 1 basics, right?
Oh, buddy. Although Varus was banned game 1. Granted, I'm pretty sure you're talking about just about Fognuggler, but we're talking about in general game 1.
Well, Fognuggler had that game 1 Aatrox.
Yeah.
Pretty insane sometimes.
Pretty insane. See what Nova Typhoon locks in here. Gonna be the Kaisa again for Dowsy. He did have his moments last game. Although, we saw him have trouble in that lane even after the help from a gank from his boy Nova Typhoon. We're gonna really depend on what John Lee picks for support here. If Morale still hasn't gotten his support by second, if they don't lock in the support here for Morale right now, I wouldn't be surprised if the Crusaders ban away a few supports from him. Gonna be the Thresh, it looks like. Thresh did get some nice buffs. It's been looking good recently.
Yeah, so currently Thresh and Varus, I mean that's pretty hefty. I mean, if you can land your CC, especially on the Thresh, that will be very dangerous on the side of Crusaders.
You land a hook, probably gonna be easy to land a Chain of Corruption. Gonna be the Poppy though, that could be a jungle Poppy, it could be a support Poppy. Sion banned away though, so Xyleon doesn't get it. Sion just, like we said earlier, considered one of the best, if not the best, top laner in the game right now. Taking that away is pretty nice. And Braum being taken away. Braum would cockblock a lot of the engage that Varus Thresh would want to do for Binto and Morale in that bot lane. So good ban.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you right there. And Ornn is going to be last ban off on the side. So Sion and Ornn, they are targeting Xyleon a bit. They don't want him to have heavy engage for these team fights because, you know, last game the team fights were won by the side of the Sad Boys.
And Akali gonna be that last ban again.
Akali banned every game onto the side of Mighty Mead, so Mighty Mead not even being able to play that Akali. I mean, if they had that in their pocket, but you never know, right? That's why they're banning it every single game.
Tahm Kench would be interesting. Tahm Kench's Devour and its ability to stop plays is huge. Especially if you're into a playmaking support like Thresh or a engage ADC like the Varus. Gonna be the Alistar instead though. That's one other way to counter it if you're so tanky you don't die when you're engaged on.
Yeah, I mean you can always fight engage with more engage, right?
Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. I'm not sure how well Alistar Kai'Sa works out. I haven't really seen the lane. Cause, yeah, well, I'll have to see. I can't really comment on it too
Yeah,
hard.
it is gonna be dependent on just how the Alistar plays out. I feel like this bottom lane is gonna be how the supports play rather than the ADCs.
But the thing is with this Orianna locked-in, Chet did do a good job of bringing this up. Mighty Mead can just lock in the Yasuo here. And Yasuo should do pretty decently into Orianna after the first few levels. And it's
They're
gonna be
going for a heavy team fight on the side of the Sad Boys.
yeah, Maokai in that top lane, just the big beefy boy. Press that ultimate.
They could be honestly letting they know maybe quite possibly they know that Xyleon is gonna lose to fucking Nuggler's Aatrox, so it's like just pick a Maokai. We're gonna go for the team fights instead. Like that makes a lot of sense in my opinion as well.
Yeah, and there's the Yasuo we're thinking of. So that will be a Poppy jungler for Nova Typhoon. Gonna be his first non-Trundle pick of the series. Probably because it was banned.
Yeah, I mean, it will be quite interesting to see how this game plays out. It is very, very heavy on team fighting on the side of the Sad Boys. You have Maokai, Orianna, Varus, Thresh. They all have CC that you can catch people out, especially with the Maokai ulti as well. Like, you land that Maokai ulti onto the team and you chase them down. Like, it's a lot of CC coming in, so I do expect a lot of team fighting here. So I feel it is going to be a little more bloody than game 2.
Thing is with the Crusaders, all the champions they picked can run right at you. Just go in. There's the Kai'Sa ultimate. There's the Alistar Headbutt Pulverize. He also has the Last Breath. Poppy has the Charge, and Aatrox has the dashes.
It's going to be a lot of team fights going back and forth. So it will be definitely an interesting game to see, because just isn't that what we like seeing fights? That's fun, right?
Yeah. Those are usually more fun to talk about than
yeah.
Oh look, this guy killed a ward. But yeah, here we are. Got the spectator delay for game 3. Chat if you have
Who do you think is gonna win based off of compositions?
Oh lord. I'm kind of feeling the Sad Boys comp right now since their team fight's pretty easy to execute. You just have Xyleon run in with that big boy. Maokai, there's a shockwave to come with him. You got Biddo pumping out damage, and IRL and Jar just cleaning up some stuff.
But I do think that the Crusaders has more damage than Sad Boys for sure.
I
mean, it will be difficult to see. I just want to, like, if they can land a good Yasuo ulti, obviously the fight turns around. If Alistar lands a good Hellblood Pulverize, the fight turns around. It's just, it can be quite difficult to say what happens, but I will agree with you. I do like the team fighting potential on the side of the Sad Boys rather than the Crusaders.
Yeah. Granted, both teams have a really good team fight, so it is a little hard to call. I think it kind of ultimately will come down to people need to win their lanes hard and carry that advantage in, since on even grounds, team fights could be, well, will probably be super chaotic.
Yeah, it is going to be quite difficult to see what happens, but this is going to be game 3. Game 1 going on to the side of the Crusaders, game 2 going to the side of the Sad Boys. So currently we're on to game 3. The student athletes demonstrating brilliant organizational and inspirational success, going against the Crusaders. Game 3 coming soon in 50 seconds.
Yeah, in 50 seconds. Plus a loading screen. Plus any gray screen staring at the summoning platform.
Just gotta have some faith.
Yeah. Time's ticking away. I can't think of too much else to say. I'm wondering if Nova Typhoon's gonna go for the Predator Poppy. I know that tends to be pretty popular. Just pop that, run at him like a madman. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess there's Aftershock if Nova Typhoon wants that. Just be really tanky. But Predator. Predator's kind of more fun to watch and cast.
You know what's fun to cast? Crap ton of team fights.
Hey, both comps are geared for team fights, thankfully. Lord.
Skins? Skins is gonna mean a lot too. I mean,
Yeah, it mattered a lot. The game with more skins. We saw the BOIS take one. Oh wait, we got 4 dark star skins for the BOIS. Lord.
let's see.
Let's get into the news. There we go. There's an updated scoreboard. Someone in chat did point out that Bento has a smiley and Drowsy has a frowny. It's a go to yin and yang, representing the duality of man.
One's happy and one's sad.
Lord.
Optimism versus pessimism.
Hell yeah. That was Xyleon one for the grasp on Maokai. Interesting. Because Aftershock is usually what you see. Maokai procs Aftershock so easily you just press W on someone, or you just press Q in someone's general direction and you get it. But having the grasp, which is kind of like getting his passive up pretty quickly, is nice for the dueling power in lane, not to mention it does buff your health over time.
How about froze again?
No, you aren't missing out on much. The Busaders kind of going for both teams going for a stack. We might see a bit of a meetup. But the BOIS gonna be the ones really pushing into enemy lines. They should be spotted out. It's gonna be a while before they're spotted out though, since they're going through this tri-brush. They should be spotted now. Crusaders holding strong. Oh, gonna have a fight.
Oh no. Oh, there it is! I'm back right for the fight, John Lee! I hope he has his pulverize. Actually,
he
should have flayed them in. He should have flayed them in and had a fight right there, not flay them away. but Oriana did go back, so I guess that makes sense.
And Mighty Me getting the first blood. He did pretty good. Doesn't have enough time to go back, but once he goes on his first back with an extra 400 gold, it will be nice. And having that extra stack for his triumph. Not Triumph, the Legend stacks will be kind of nice, not knowing what he wanted. Probably want the attack speed one. So he attacks 3% quicker. It's kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah, John Lee and Drowsy are going to go back to the bottom side of the map. Morale and Minto as well. So this bottom lane is super aggressive, like you said. I feel like whoever gets level 2 first actually might start some advantage and play some funny shenanigans right there, but I mean, it'd be quite interesting to see what they can do. And look at the top lane right here. Xyleon already getting bullied out right away.
Yeah, it's just like game 1. Okay, similar to Cho'Gath. Not much you can do. In fact, Cho'Gath might actually have an easier time just due to having more sustain from the passive, and not to mention the silence to really stop a fuck numbler.
I mean, Maokai does have sustain as well, but it's not like a crazy amount of sustain.
Yeah, Cho'Gath's sustain is crazy.
Well, right away is going to be a gank, but Xyleon is already super low as Fognuggler gets a kill, but they do trade it off right there. IRL Enjoyer pricking himself up a kill.
IRL Enjoyer gonna be enjoying that kill. But Xyleon dying there and only getting assist with 2 CS. He has enough for a cloth armor.
2-man play gonna come up and the death sentence is gonna land onto John Lee right there. That is actually gonna be Ignite coming in from Morale as well. Looks like they actually want to go into John Lee. That is gonna be the heal being used. John Lee goes back in. What are they doing? Binto actually gets taken out, but no Typhoon is here as well. Actually, a great play on the side of the Busaders bottom lane as they pick up a double kill.
Oh, and Drowsy tanking the tower there might have actually saved Nova Typhoon. Actually, no. But still, really good play there from the side of the Busaders. Grabbing themselves 2 kills there. And I think you also felt the confusion there of why is John Lee going back in? He's low, he's gonna die,
Yeah.
but
We did not see Nova Typhoon in the backside.
yeah, hard to see a small Yordle.
Yeah, Yordles are interesting people, right?
But
Some people have a lot of hatred towards Yordles.
probably because of Teemo.
Yeah. But some people like Teemo as well. You know, I feel like the people that like Teemo are the people who don't play League.
They're the ones who play him and don't have to play against
Ooh,
him.
top lane, Fugnuggler. Actually, Xyleon getting taken down super low, but Fugnuggler gets himself a kill. This might be a double kill. That's a failed gank. Whoa!
Okay, that's 2 kills going over to Fugnuggler.
Wow. That is bad.
I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe Xyleon went in a little too early? Because it's not like
really
Fugnuggler had his ulti or flash. He's level 5 and, well, flash is on cooldown from the previous game.
They just got straight out outplayed. I don't even feel like Fugnuggler even outplayed them. I feel like they outplayed themselves with that tower.
Yeah, the tower MVP right there.
That,
I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
I feel like you should not be making those kinds of mistakes.
And especially game 3. Out
Yeah,
on the line.
that's definitely a game 1 kind of mistake.
Yeah, maybe it's just game 3 nerves getting to them.
Maybe they were being overconfident. They're like, oh, we have 2, they have 1, we can probably get a kill. But even then, just...
Oof.
Ugh.
Mid
Not,
lane.
not the best trade there.
Mighty Mead coming out to a pretty nice CS lead. And
43 to 29.
these tornadoes just keep landing. There's the X Flash from John Lee. Always funny to see that.
I hate X-Flash.
Yeah, it's good on Alistar.
It really is. It's good on a lot of aggressive supports.
Yeah. Leona can swing it, I believe. Some Threshes use it. Oh, I actually once played with a Thresh in a ranked game. What he'd do is throw a lantern, channel Hex Flash, so he'd go over a wall and bring you over the wall once you click the lantern.
Every 20 seconds, and Fugnuggler is not gonna kill onto Xyleon yet, but about to get a kill and just... Yikes. That's all I can say, right? Yikes.
It's gonna be a kill if he stays. Speaking of getting kills,
Morale. Oh, finally that's the death sentence. That's actually amazing. But they don't actually get any kills off of that Fugnuggler and Xyleon actually in the top lane. Goodbye, Oh! Oh! Kill! Oh, no, not yet. But I mean, he gets the passive.
yeah, World Ender. Oh, both
Team
junglers
Man
are close to
headbutt.
bot lane.
Here comes IRL Enjoyer. Here comes as well Nova Typhoon picking up a kill for themselves. Drowsy going back and forth. Shutdown's going to go into IRL Enjoyer as the next target is going to be Nova Typhoon. IRL Enjoyer is trying to do his best. What can John Lee do to help out his team? He's a little bit low in mana. He wants to get up the stun. He wants to hit him one more time. Hit him, hit him, hit him!
Cowhead also works.
Goodbye.
Does it work?
Goodbye? Oh, whoa.
Huh?
Why didn't you go for it? No balls.
No balls. No balls.
No balls.
Still 2 for 2, although...
Probably because Mighty Meat is here to get onto Enjoyer. Where's the last breath going to come down to Ignite as well? A few more auto attacks. Ooh. Yeah, there it is.
Hey, I was about to say, that trade went in the favor of the side of Sad Boys, since IRL and Enjoyer got both kills, whereas on the side of Crusaders, both kills to John Lee, I think? I'm not sure. But hey, 3 for 2. He'll take that. That's pretty good. Now there's a 2-0 Yasuo. Not much lost in rotation we'll be able to do in that mid lane.
Pretty interesting start off of the game right here as Xyleon and Fugnuggler are just going to go back and forth, and Nature's Grass not really going to do much, but IRL Enjoyer is right on the backside trying to get onto Fugnuggler. Will he be able to get anything, Fugnuggler? There it is! Wild Mighty Meat goes on a killing spree in the mid lane.
Oof, that was much needed in the top lane. You're getting another shutdown kill onto IRL Enjoyer. Not to mention an assist and a bit of breathing room for Xyleon. That is huge.
Yeah, that's going to really help him up, especially because I do really feel like Xyleon is only going to build tank, not really going to go for anything else. Here comes Nova Typhoon in the mid lane. The Trainer Craft is not really going to land onto anyone. Morale's going to get taken down as well. Mighty Meat actually picking up himself a kill. That's 2 easy kills for the side of the Crusaders right there.
And I don't think that's going to be tower. Minion Wave's a little too far out. Looks like Dragon might be the call. Another Earth Dragon continuing the trend of last game with a lot of dirt, a lot of earth.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on and get this dragon right here. Nova Typhoon, Mighty Meat, and John Lee on that same squad. Mulling down this dragon a little hard. 13 kills to 5, 9 minutes into the game. 4k gold difference for the side of the Crusaders as they're trying their best to close out the end of the game. They did lose game 2, so hopefully they can come back and do something for themselves in this third game right here.
Oh man, and 2,000 of this gold lead is currently on Mighty Meat. Currently 4-0 with 30 CS up. Insane.
Yeah, 30 CS lead, 4-0, like you said. It's going to be quite difficult to come back from, as Mighty Meat and Lost in rotation going to be going back for the command shop of trying his best to really disengage this fight, but Mighty Meat really in control of the team fight, right, or the 1v1 right there.
Having a full Phantom Dancer to just that Lost Chapter and Boots gives Mighty Meat a huge combat advantage. Because Phantom Dancer is already the big power spike for Yasuo, but if you're this far ahead, it can feel bonkers. And now we're going to have a party in bot lane, 4 members of Crusaders coming down to the 3 of the Sad Boys.
And they do disengage.
Yeah, Morale and Binta able to reach the safety of the tower.
But if you look like they want to go into Lost in rotation right there, that's going to be the ulti. That's going to be a kill going on to Mighty Meat. Pretty easy pickup right there.
Nothing he could do there. Can't dodge the Poppy Grove.
Team fight is going to be going down in the bottom side. John Lee's going to be trying his best to try to do work that doesn't actually land onto anyone. As John Lee headbutts him, Morale into the fountain. As Morale gets taken out easily, here comes the teleports from both top laners. Fuck Nuggler's going to be here first, trying to go into IRL Enjoyer as well. Are they going to get the kill? Shutdown's going to go down Nature's Grasp as well to stun up and root up Fuck Nuggler right there as he tries to use the Twisted Advance to go on to Drowsy. Drowsy trying his best to escape. Sapling's going to slow him down. Fuck Nuggler gets taken down by Binto as Drowsy's going to be the next target right there. And a nice pickup at the end of the day to slow down and get the kill onto for Binto right there.
Ultimately, 2 for 2 there. Both teams grabbing pretty juicy actually, no, Fugmiller didn't have a shutdown. He lost in that top lane fight. Still, both teams going even in kills. This mid lane tower is so low.
Binto is really trying his best, probably just using the rest of his mana and then going back, as Mighty Meat is going to be going into the ball, and I hope he can leave.
He should be.
Morale.
Too. I'm more scared for Morale here.
Yeah.
Flash is available for John Lee, so if he wanted, he could have just flash pulverized, knock him up. Last breath was up for Mighty Meat too, it looks like.
Morale is going to be trying his best to get a pick off the Mighty Meat. Flay is going to be used as Mighty Meat gets shut down by the Orianna. That's going to be a huge pickup for the Lost in rotation right there.
Oh yeah, Lost in rotation needed that badly. He was falling so far behind in this mid lane. He's still really far behind, but just getting that juicy shutdown and this free time for EXP and farm is going to make a world's difference.
Bye-bye, Xylee. Goodbye.
Yep,
Easy pickup right there in the top lane as Nova Typhoon is going to stun up IRL Enjoyer right there. Great kill!
Oh, the flash
Right
from
there.
Nova Typhoon to get the stun. Whew. That is the pinnacle of esports.
Jeez.
Here's Bug Nuggler wailing away at the top tower. Down below half. Mid tower is still like 20%, maybe even 10%. Mighty Meat just get that pretty soon. Speaking of getting things pretty soon, Lost in rotation might be getting
There's
killed.
Ooh, you missed the command shockwave too! Wow.
That's one slick. That's a pretty slick play from Mighty Meat. By the
Mighty
way,
Meat
can
being
you
pretty
hear
slick this
the
whole game.
vacuum in the background by any chance?
Pardon?
Can you hear the vacuum in the background by any chance?
The back around?
The vacuum.
I did not.
Okay,
That's good.
Because my roommate's vacuuming and I can hear them
Yeah.
worried. Like,
I don't hear it, so
yeah, watching stream is less enjoyable when there's a vacuum in the background.
no, yeah, for sure.
Sure.
But I don't hear it, so hopefully the stream doesn't.
Romo Lowell just said yes, so that might be towards the vacuum. I don't know, it's a bit of an ominous yes. I want to say it's regarding the vacuum cleaner, but who knows?
I want to say I don't hear it, but
Yeah, it sounds like my roommate stopped vacuuming and is gonna go downstairs. Sorry, Leon. Probably not gonna have a good one.
ooh, chain of compression is actually gonna land. That's a two-man play, and that's gonna be a great kill on the Drowsy right there. John Lee's gonna be trying to escape from this one, but it's gonna be quite difficult. He's gonna use the pulverize to try to slow him down, but John Lee has to use the flush. Nice play, nice death sentence, double kill, going on to IRL Enjoyer.
Oh man, and that's now 7 kills on this Cosmos for IRL Enjoyer. He's the man to carry the Sappers right now.
Oh, there's our first pause of the game.
Pause. Alright, well. We can
I guess we have some breathing room now, right?
Yeah. The one break from constant fighting is a pause.
Not even anything else but a pause.
Oh lord. Got a 4K gold lead for the side of the Crusaders though, that's nice. Although most of that lead is currently focused on Mighty Meat. Good lord, he's 3,100 gold up on Lost in Rotation. Whew. And then we got another huge gold lead in the top lane for Fuck Nuggler. IRL Enjoyer though is gold lead. Oh hey, we're back in game.
Yeah, we are right back into the game. There looks like they're just gonna be taking down the Rift Shield right there for themselves.
Yeah, beat him up.
Probably gonna pick them up.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a great fight.
Engaging.
Intense fight. Look at the second intense fight for the blue buff. The blue sentinel. That's what they call it, right?
Yeah. They're not really denying from anyone though on the side of the Crusaders. Oh lord, is this gonna be an inner tower? It could very well be.
Probably will be. It looks like they're just gonna take it. Oh, Drowsy. Okay. Yeah, Drowsy gets taken down just like how the second tier middle lane tower gets taken down right away, as the ultimate is going to be used by Mighty Meat. Command Shockwave not really going to do much as well. That is going to be a nice ultimate from Nova Typhoon to take out the side of IRL Enjoyer right there. But they smash down the base. They do half HP to the tower right there, so pretty good for themselves.
And we see pings on this track. That's another good look.
Pinto might be in a bit of trouble using the blast cone to get out of there. Trusted Advance is going to land up to Nova Typhoon as well. Last breath to be used from Mighty Meat, but he gets not taken down yet. Oh, yeah, he gets taken down. The wind wall can't really do much. Death Sentence does finally land onto Mighty Meat, or Nova Typhoon right there. And shutdown going on to the Thrash.
Still, that's a big pickup there, getting that shutdown. And now they also get the Sky Dragon on top of it. Really cocky of Mighty Meat and Nova Typhoon to try to set that up. Last breath didn't seem to be up, judging by the fact that Mighty Meat did not use his ultimate. But yeah, just doing 2-man into how you don't know how many people there are on the side of the Sap Boys costs them. That being said, gold lead is still about 3.5k for the side of Crusaders.
Pinto is just going to be farming out the bottom side of the map. Morale looks like he's trying to get a death sentence. Lands it on to John Lee right now. Box is going to come out as well. No one's really stepped on the box yet, but the flay was landed. And Drowsy's just putting down damage on the other side. Drowsy might be actually taken down right here. Has to use the flash death sentence. It actually misses as well, as Nova Typhoon's going to help with the side, and she gets the shutdown onto IRL Enjoyer right there. And wow, Drowsy escaping from that one really, really close.
Good lord, yeah. I don't know how he survived. But that's a big shutdown going over to Nova Typhoon, grabbing that one.
Yeah, for sure, it is going to be quite interesting to see what they do next. The red buff is going to be going onto the side of Binto right there.
We currently have a...
Oh, okay, goodbye Binto.
We currently have a dead Varus for Pinto. Not much you could do there. Can't really fault him for anything. Like, what's the man gonna do?
He could have not been there.
Yeah.
They do get this bottom lane tier 1 tower, so they have that on their bag, and it is a 6k gold lead onto the side.
Or a 0 towers. Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah, it's gone.
Gonzo.
Mighty Meat is 7-2-0 right now.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I expect him to do some good work.
He's been doing good work.
Throughout the whole series.
Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to think of last game.
He was fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Not,
was just trying to
not
remember,
awesome.
like, if he popped off really hard.
Well, he lost the game, so not really.
Yeah.
No hatred.
No hate, no hate.
No hate. I mean, but we just spew the facts here.
Yeah, drop a fat load of facts.
Mighty Meat is going to be fighting IRL Enjoyer on the top side. Nova Tech is going to be trying to back him up as Mighty Meat gets taken down super low. IRL Enjoyer with a lot of damage. John Lee is going to be coming in from the other side. Does have the headbutt pulverize ready to be used. Morale is going to land the death sentence onto John Lee, but he actually just ultis that out and cleanses himself.
Yep. So that being said, everyone gets out. Granted, it does cost the Unbreakable from John Lee. Not optimal.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta escape, right?
Yeah, they saved Private Ryan. Mission's done, boys. They also lose Tower Threat, though. It's gonna bring this game a bit closer.
It kinda is 5k gold lead onto the side of the Sad Boys, or the Crusaders, actually. Yeah, the Crusaders. Yeah. Hey, your thing is wrong.
Huh? Oh, did I not switch?
Yeah, you didn't switch it.
God. I switched it for Champ Select, but not any.
But not for the actual game. You've been disappointing everyone as Mighty Meat is going to the top lane and he might be in a bit of trouble. Shaded Corruption's gonna land. There's the ultimate as well. Will Bento get taken down? And he does not. There it is. I think it's correct now.
Got it. Yeah, I swapped it.
Got it.
Oh no, it's gonna be battling in the bot lane.
Yeah, Zalion did have to use the Nature's Grass to try to land some CC down onto Fugnuggler, but
He was able to walk around that one. He's still 2 levels down, and there's nothing he can really do to kill Fugnuggler. The best he can do is stay alive, which is proving to be slightly problematic. Although,
yeah, here, IRL Enjoyer to try to go on a Fugnuggler right there. That's an easy kill for the side of IRL Enjoyer.
and that's like one of the mistakes we saw Fugnuggler make in the game where he picked Aatrox. He just kind of overextended a little too much in side lanes, died for some weird engages.
Nova Typhoon.
And
Dipping
I
down
dodged
in
the
the death sentence right there. Has to use the flash. The flame's gonna land in the box as well. Nova Typhoon might be in a bit of trouble right there. Tries to go back in. Gets taken down by Lost in rotation right there. And slowly and surely, just Crusaders right there, giving up a lot of kills that they shouldn't be.
Pretty key kills. Mid lane tower under threat. It's still relatively healthy. Granted, with 5 members here, won't be healthy for long. And there it is, dying. Mighty Meat, though, is on the Infinity Edge Phantom Dancer Power Smite in this case, which is pretty scary. Should be able to kill things pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, just currently right now, Mighty Meat has to pop off in the next team fight for themselves to win because, I mean, they have the lead, but they don't really push their leads out, which is something that they do need to work on. I mean, unless they like playing around like this, but just, it is actually not very convincing for a team in the lead like this.
Yeah. They,
Oh, and this is what we're talking about. Fugnuggler gets caught out, does have the passive up. Are they going to be able to refight this one? John Lee does use the Pulverize, and they do knock people away. Are they going to go for more out of this one? The Dark Passage is going to be used. Lost in rotation did use the ultimate, so they do disengage off of this one. Xyleon actually has to cancel his teleport. They go into this Infernal Drake right here. That's actually not very good for Xyleon. He had to teleport up and it canceled it. IRL and Jar try to steal something. Blue team stays, so it was stolen on the side.
Wait. Granted, they still did give up that shutdown, but getting the Infernal, that's pretty big.
Huge. They actually want to go straight away to the Baron.
They do have the damage to take it between Drowsy's Kaisa and Mighty Meat's Maskville, along with that Earth Dragon. The main question is, what can the Sad Boys do to put up a fight? They don't have their jungler to smite.
Nature's Grasp going to use right away, and then they're going to actually ulti onto Xyleon right there. This is going to be a big team fight, as Morale might get caught out. Mighty Me's actually going to get taken down as well. That's going to be currently a 1-for-1. Morale trying his best to do more work, but Lost in Rotation is going to get picked up. Binto actually has to flash away the Command Shockwave to try to disengage John Lee right there. You don't get any more, but Nova Typhoon's running on the side. He's going to get slowed down by the hail of arrows from Binto, but they do get a lot of kills, or 2 kills. And that's the momentum swinging back to the side of the Crusaders because they do have that Baron buff.
Yeah. We'll see what they can do with it. Ideally, they crack open an inhib. We'll see what happens though. Nova Typhoon gonna kill some rocks.
Yeah, well, Drowsy and John Lee right here. Gonna try his best to put their teams back on their backs. Drowsy's gonna pick up that red buff. Gonna be slowing some people down with the auto attacks. So they currently do have the Baron buff. They currently do have Thug Knuckler with the teleport, so they can be pushing lanes down and really abuse this advantage that they have. And I hope that they do, because every time that the Crusaders have gotten something, they haven't been showing us that they can actually take these leads and run with them.
Yeah, Crusaders, one of their biggest problems is that they
Thug
can't
Knuckler.
push advantages. This is the other big problem.
Yeah, that's not good. Huh.
Yeah, losing your top laner there and now stuck in a 5v4, this is gonna stall the Baron buff a little. And isn't
I don't really know what to say, because they do win individually in the lanes, and like with jungler wise they're winning, but they just don't know how to play their macro game in their mid to late game, and that's feels like that's something that's hindering them currently right now. Because even in game 1 and this game currently, game 1 they were in the lead, but they still had some odd macro plays that they did that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And this might be one of those odd ones that we were talking about. The Nature's Grass is going to land. John Lee's going to get stunned up. He has to use the ultimate as well. And looks like Drowsy might not be taken down yet, but they try to really jump onto him. IRL Enjoyer is going to be on the side of the Dragon right there. Drowsy gets a kill. And Drowsy's still alive. Somehow, like, Binto gets the Dark Passage to get out of there, but just how did Drowsy stay alive from that fight? As Thug Knuckler is going to go on. A 3-man Command Shockwave coming out from Lost in Rotation right there. As they're trying to go for more kills. Lost in Rotation might be in a bit of trouble. He's going to get taken out. Binto going to get taken down as well, as Mighty Me's going out, putting the last breath down, getting a shutdown right there, and almost getting an ace, as IRL Enjoyer is getting the last one alive.
Yeah, and this is where the Crusaders excel, and there's finally a 5v5 fight that breaks out. Drowsy barely able to stay alive there. Thankfully, he was able to dodge the Chains of Corruption from Binto. Had that landed, I think he would have been a dead man. Not to mention, IRL Enjoyer was in the Dragon Pit. He was right next to him, but couldn't press Q and kill him.
I definitely thought Drowsy would have died in that last fight.
But hey, they get the inhib that they need. They can look back here, spend their money, and then refocus on the top.
Yeah. That's how you do it, I guess. I mean, just a very, very interesting play coming in on the side of the Crusaders right there. I thought they might be losing that fight, but they come back and Drowsy somehow lives. They win the fight. They swung it back to their side again, and we are at a 10,000 gold lead on the side. Oh, Drowsy, bye.
Yeah.
IRL Enjoyer and Thug Knuckler going back and forth right there. Thug Knuckler? Is he gonna get that kill? No, not yet.
Oh, here comes Predator. Oh, he's up. But Thug Knuckler is able to take on IRL Enjoyer much better now that he has the Sterix, Tab Eyes, and a spare cloth armor. Can't say the same for Drowsy. He also had Zanya's up there, but he did also die really quickly, and I don't think you typically expect the Kha'Zix to show up by golems right after you back and take it.
Yeah, well, Nova Typhoon might be actually going on to IRL Enjoyer right there. Xyleon use the Nature's Grass to try to stun up Mighty Me the Nova Typhoon. John Lee and his team are just gonna be playing back and forth right there.
There's Morale claiming vision. Has to be careful. He's right by the Mighty Mead.
Oh, Chain of Corruption is gonna land onto Falconuggler right there, and he gets taken down right away. Wow. They're gonna go for more?
Potentially?
They do have bottom lane pushing, so that is actually a good sign for the side of Crusaders right there.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having the inhib down. Dragon.
Yeah, so if they do go for this dragon, they do have the minions pushing down. I would try to force their. I would try to stop their backs right here.
Yeah.
They do nothing about it.
Yeah, they take it pretty quickly. Oh,
yeah.
Good pick by the Sad Boys.
Oh, Binto almost getting taken out there.
Yeah, you're like a second or two ahead of me.
Speed it up a bit.
Alright, yeah. I'm probably back up to live now.
Yeah. Kind of interesting for the side of the Crusaders. I mean, for them, what do you do next to try to end off this game?
I don't know. Probably throw Falconuggler in the bot lane to keep those supers up, or you could have them in the top lane while the rest of the boys are in the mid lane. But you just want to force the fight. Get a good ulti for the Mighty Mead, have him slave. Just chunk everyone.
Ooh,
oh, Hook actually lands on him.
Wow, Chain of Corruption and everything else. Mighty Mead gonna say goodbye to him.
Whew.
That's a 55-second cooldown, basically. Like, just insane.
What?
No, I mean, not the cooldown, that's
the death timer, yeah. No, that's huge. Especially with Baron up in just 15 seconds.
Yeah, they definitely need to punish that Baron right here.
Xyleon doesn't have TP up quite yet, though.
Oh, good. This is not good. But Drowsy is trying his best to do some more damage, but IRL Enjoyer gets a kill right there. Falconuggler's here as well. Binto might be taking down the command shop to try to slow him down. The Nova Typhoon is going to be going on to Morale right there. Huge is going to be Falconuggler up there. Finally, they pick up a kill onto Morale. Falconuggler is resurrecting as John Lee's going to be trying his best, have to flash away from that one. Uses the headbutt, uses the pulverizer to knock him aside. Falconuggler and Lost in Rotation actually has to use the Zonia's Hourglass, but is he going to get taken down? Yes, he does get taken down. IRL Enjoyer is going to be the next target onto the side of the Crusaders. Falconuggler and his team are trying to go back and forth. Will they be able to take this one down? Shut down going on to the side, but here comes Xyleon. Twisted Advance is going to be landed. This is a fight that Falconuggler might not win, but the Nature's Grasp actually landed down and disengaged right there. The Wind Wall not really going to do much because he was already eating up that Nature's Grasp.
Yeah. Man, that was bloody.
Oh, there's the ultimate coming down, and looks like Xyleon is going to get taken down by Mighty Mead. Are they going to go for the Baron right now? Two people, but they are both pretty tanky. And it does look like they can start it. Bottom lane is going to be pushing out. The inhibitor has respawned again, and Kaisa is up. They are going to go for this Baron. Morale is on the backside, trying to go for something to try to stop them.
Thing is, look at the base of the Sad Boys. There's a huge wave hammering away at that mid tower, and another wave just hammering away at that bot lane inhib. And that's Baron going over to the Crusaders.
Yeah.
Baron number 2.
Taking down bottom side right there. Baron number 2 also going down to the Crusaders, but last time they did have a Baron. Falconuggler gets caught off, so hopefully they can do something. But right now, Falconuggler has a Guardian Angel, so he does have something for himself right here. Hopefully they are able to do something with this Baron buff lead.
Hopefully,
hopefully. With their previous track record, they really haven't done much with it.
Honestly, maybe just have Falconuggler with the team because, well, he is GA now. That's still, it's just like his previous Aatrox game, he was also at fault for this. All the times he just go on the side and then die.
They do have vision onto the side of the Crusaders because of that, the plant. So they do know where they are. John Lee does not get hooked in by the death sentence of Morale. I mean, currently, right here, right now, this next team fight is going to basically decide a lot.
Yeah, thing is, if the Sad Boys win this team fight, I don't think they can end the game.
No.
unless
not
it's
yet.
like way up mid and close-ish to the
But if the
base.
Crusaders win the next clean team fight, then they definitely end the game.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't even have to be fully clean.
Fugnuggler is pushing up the top side. He does have the teleport up. They do send IRL Enjoyer kind of near the top area to try to do something, but the inhibitor is open. I would like to see them actually force that inhib, or force even both these lanes to push up, because now you're splitting beside Fugnuggler and also the bottom lane. I do want to see them take down this inhib though. Mighty Mead might be going in for more. The tower has been destroyed, and there is also the inhib. Fugnuggler and IRL Enjoyer might be fighting in that topside area. Hopefully Fugnuggler can get a kill right here. Three-man Flay actually in the middle side of the map. Morale is going to be trying to get the death off. Twisted Advance and the Nature's Grasp going to land onto Nova Typhoon right there. Command Shockwave going to go on to John Lee as well, but he is super tanky. Stays alive for a lot of time. It's going to be Leon and his team trying to do more work. Mighty Meat is taken down super low, but Kaisa putting down the auto attack. Shutdown is going to go on to Bugnuggler up at the top side. Double kill as well, going to Lost Line rotation. This might not be a great team fight, and the definitely does not land, and only 2 members on the side of Crusaders are alive right here, as 4 of the Sad Boys are still alive.
Really messy fight from the Crusaders there. Going 2 for 3. The mid lane inhib tower was the MVP there, just pumping out the damage and helping keep the homies alive. Dragon is spawning up here in a jiff. Won't be the Elders since it's still 34 minutes. But having a 4th elemental dragon for the Sad Boys could be huge here, especially if that's a 2nd Infernal.
Man, this game has been so messy.
Yeah. All these games have been decently messy.
Yeah, I mean, just they I really want to say that the Crusaders shouldn't be losing this like that, because it's, especially with the lead that they racked up for themselves, it's not like they have a bad team fight, but like we said in the beginning of the game, like the team fight potential of the Sad Boys is super strong. Especially we're seeing it right now. You know, Maokai is 1-8 and lost like hard to Fugnuggler, but when you're playing Maokai and you get yourself some items, you just become tanky and that's it.
Thing is, Leon, he only has 172 CS and only 9 kill participation. So he's sitting on 2.5 items right now, whereas Fugnuggler sitting on a rather comfortable 4. Oh, alright, we're back into pause.
Yep, back into the pause.
This will give the side of Sad Boys some breathing room, though.
A summoner has disconnected.
We're all having connection issues, it would seem. Oh, Lord.
It's getting late, right?
I mean, it's 11:27. It's not super late. It's just having cast for the past 2.5 hours.
No.
It's tiring.
It gets to you, right?
Yeah, it wears you out. What Drake is this? I wish I knew, chat. It spawns in a second, but I can't move the camera. Which is kind of dumb. If it's paused and you're spectating, you should be able to move the camera. But...
oh well.
what's a man to do?
We don't own Riot. We don't have these decisions.
We don't own a multi-billion indie developer.
No, we definitely do not.
Oh, Lord. You know, Xyleon, he should probably sell that corrupting potion and start put some control words in his inventory. That'd probably be pretty handy for his team. Because vision at this point in the game is super crucial with those 50-second plus death timers. And the fact that one lost team fight can lose you the game. So it's better to see it coming.
Yeah. hopefully they have reconnected and they're coming back because it's taken a while.
Well, I hear things going on in chat, but it's not showing up for me.
Oh,
Granted, we're finally getting
there it
into
is. We're back.
And
And it
it's
does look
an ocean. You'll take it.
You'll take anything at this point, right?
Yeah.
Let's try to lift yourself up. That's 4 dragons on the side of Sad Boys.
They managed to get Elder, that's pretty big.
Yeah,
Ocean
for sure.
will be most felt by Xyleon in the side lanes, since he's being the one having to suffer at the hands of Nobler. Having that little bit of extra sustain will feel nice while he's getting his butt beaten.
Yeah, well, Fugmuggler's getting his butt beaten a little bit as well in these fights.
Yeah. Baron's not up for a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, so, I mean, right now, the best thing to do is just,
Get that top.
I feel like they should be moving up, because with Fugmuggler, I feel like they win fights.
Yeah. And that bot lane inhibs down, so you just send people top, pressure it.
Yeah, just pressure top.
Yeah, eventually someone goes bot to answer it, you force a 5v4. It's all
We
fine.
shouldn't be splitting like this, because Fugmuggler, there's no... I do feel like there's not really much of a reason to be splitting. Fugmuggler does get this kill at the end of the day, but I mean, like, this is like the first time he's ever gotten a kill, comparatively to the times before. The Nova Typhoon is going to be trying to go into Xyleon, or their Nature's Grasp is going to be led, and Mighty Meat using the Wind Wall to really do much, but that's a 3-man Shockwave. A Death Sentence is actually going to allow him to Drowsy as well, but he's on the backside trying to put more damage. Nova Typhoon's going to be jumping onto the Lost Innovation as well. Nova Typhoon might get taken down. That's going to be the kill from Binso right there. And the teleport is going to be used by Fugmuggler, and this actually might be a team fight. Whoa, Binso's actually having a triple kill. They're going for more. Mighty Meat's gonna get taken down. Morale gets the kill right there. But look at the bottom lane wave. Binso going crazy in that last fight.
Yeah, but that fight goes terribly for the side of the Crusaders. No one touched Binto in that fight, and he's freely autoing, and with the base needs, it was just a split 2v4 while there's 2 other members of the Crusaders kind of...
This is really bad for the side of the Crusaders.
Yeah, this isn't what you want to be seeing. And with how late this game was going, the gold lead of course matters less and less.
And they're just gonna get this free inhib, basically. Free inhib, you know?
Yeah, they can almost end the game with double Earth.
It might be a little dangerous to end the game there, but I mean, just opening up that middle lane inhibitor is insane.
Yeah, and Baron's up in 120. Granted, the bot lane inhib should still be down for the Sad Boys, which really hurts. That's the worst inhibitor to have down while Baron's on the table. Thankfully, Xyleon does have the teleport.
But I mean, that inhibitor should be spawning soon, I would hope.
I think it spawned soon a bit ago, and then they just recently destroyed it. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's spawning soon. It's like 60%. So that's gonna be pretty big.
Yeah. Oh, Morale might be caught out here. Does have to use the flay and the box. That's actually a very big pick. The Morale has been landing some great hooks in these team fights.
And he's the man with the 3 control wards for his team. Everyone's inventories are too full to fit in control wards, except for Xyleon. Xyleon, if you're watching this, sell that corrupting potion, man.
I don't enjoy it right there, trying to clear some wards. Morale is going to be up in 30 seconds, so I hope they can abuse this death timer. Baron is going to be up in 8 seconds. They do have the Scuttle Crab as well, and it looks like they are just going to straight up just go for this Baron.
Yeah, they can do it super quick with this Earth Dragon.
How many seconds? 10 seconds? 9.
Samuel is not even
8.
gonna look to contest, it looks like. And it's gone.
There it is. So, 2 open inhibitors. Top lane and bottom lane.
Oh,
The mid lane inhibitor is down for the side of the Crusaders, so they do have something there.
Yeah, but Pug's doing that thing where he's split again. I mean, if he makes that work, I'll give it to him. It's just...
He doesn't even have teleport either. It's not been working every time, so I don't understand why they're redoing it.
Yeah, because they've been clutching the 5v5s for the most part.
Yeah.
But hey, if that works, it works. Here's a bunch of Baron minions.
They need to force this inhib. You guys have Baron. Force the inhib.
Thing is,
Force
they can
something.
with Fug Nuggler mid and not able to respond in time. They can just get collapsed on if they push up too hard. So
Yeah.
they have to kind of let the cannon minion do the work. But that's the cannon minion dying.
Are they really? Oh, yeah, looks like they're trying to go for this one as Mighty Meat is going to be going for more. That's the Nature's Grasp. That's it, it doesn't land onto anybody. That's a 3-man command shockwave actually. Drowsy is going to be half HP, has to use a stopwatch or a zone. I don't know what that is, but it's going to be in stasis. And this is actually a team fight that is going back and forth. Fogmuggler is huge. He's going to get taken down super low. He's resurrecting right now. Look at this. Bento's in the backside still with full HP. And this is the Sad Boys winning a team fight. Resurrecting, but I don't think he's going to get any further than that as the Busaders lose another team fight right there.
Yeah, and Elder's up in 35 seconds. Sad Boys,
I don't think
they
the Elder
might
matters. I
pull
think they're
this
just going to
back.
end the game.
Actually, yeah, they can just end the game here. But Elder's up in 30 seconds.
I feel like they should try to end the game here. They do have the middle lane. They do have Bento up. They can push down. They have 2 Mountain Dragons. So they're going to be crazily taking down these towers right here. It is going to be quite possible for them to end the game right here. They just need to quickly 15 seconds or 8 seconds on John Lee right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're just thinking...
What? End
They're
the
pushing for the
game.
dragon.
Oh.
They're pushing for the dragon.
Still, this is a pretty serious comeback for the Sad Boys. They're down 10k at some point. Thing is,
I mean, with the Elder Dragon, 1 Infernal, 2 Mountains, 1 Ocean, that is a big buff for themselves still.
yeah, they just auto win any team fight.
I think they should just push down mid, just to force them fight. They win fights. They're not going on to Bento.
Yeah, it's not like they have to worry about the side lanes. Both those inhibs are still up despite that Baron buff. Mighty Mead is throwing a little too far up, I think.
And yeah, Fuck Nuggler's GA is down as well, so that's a big cooldown. They do send IRL Enjoyer down to the bottom lane to take that tower, but
This bot lane tower honestly doesn't matter much.
it does not.
Like, for both
They are sending
sides,
people
really.
down to the bottom side, so I would actually really like to see them push down that mid lane to go to those Nexus towers, because they're actually rotating to IRL Enjoyer right here. You guys can push it down. What are you?
They are pushing it down.
Push down that mid. Yeah, push down that mid right there. I don't understand why they rotated to bot lane.
I don't know, but there's the
Push it
Predator
right through.
pops.
Get the tower. Get the inhib, guys.
Oh,
Well, that
this
Alistar's
inhib
big.
just respawned.
They just respawn. I think they can take it down. They have the Elder Dragon.
Yeah,
Just
just take it down. Yeah, there we
Take
go.
the inhib, guys.
There
Yeah.
we go.
You
Got
can
those out.
rotate top right after as well. Easy rotate top.
Yeah. They still got about 1/3 of the Elder left. So that's a good time to work with.
Rotate top, push down the top lane tower, and then inhib maybe.
Yeah, they knocked down 2 inhibs here. I
I think they can knock this tower down.
They should be able to knock this tower down. Because the Busaders can't really fight here into this
Look how big that wave is.
4 Dragon Elder. Unless they...
Nature's Grasp.
Basically, the way Busaders win this fight is they somehow completely burst the backline, Bento, Rotation, and Enjoyer. But even then, there's a GA on Bento, and that's possibly asking.
And these last 3 fights, they haven't actually touched Bento at all. Oh man, this is IRL Enjoyer. It does have the Dark Passage right there, so not really that big of a deal. I think Elder has just ran out for them.
Oh lord, is IRL Enjoyer at 370 Dark Artifacts? The Elder has timed out though. And Sad Boys weren't able to crack the tower yet. Looks like they're gonna go for it again. Since...
I mean, like the chat said, right, that I think this last team fight really does determine the end of the game right here. I do want to see them push down this a tower, and they get the tower, so They can easily force something. The Redemption is going to come back to try to heal back morale to about 3/4 HP. Lost in rotation, get the pick. This is going to be a team fight. Fagner is going to try to go in. He's going to get huge right there. Look at Xyleon in the backside. He does not have the Nature's Grasp up yet. He has used it already. Fagner might get taken out. Bento is dominating right here. Death doesn't actually land onto anyone, but this is the twisted advance going on to John Lee right there. They're going for more up at the top side. That is going to be Mighty Need trying to get more. That's a double kill actually going on to the side of Sad Boys right there, and the Sad Boys have taken down this game. Just
Good
what?
lord. That's,
Wow.
Sad Boys with a huge comeback.
Man,
And a reverse. Good.
is it disrespectful for me to say that this is a painful game to watch?
Yeah, I will admit, putting it lightly, I do feel like a lot of that loss was on the Crusaders.
Yeah,
They really messed up at some key points.
yeah.
Okay. Do you want?
There's not much I can really say about that game.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still give it to the Sad Boys. They did band together and do that comeback, and there was some pretty amazing team fighting, especially from Binto and Enjoyment. But yeah, did you want to do an interview or nah? Alright, cool. Well, we could. But
We're gonna have you, but you're tired.
yeah, I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, well,
So
I mean, I think that's actually gonna do it for us this week. Pretty interesting games coming out. Sad Boys against the Crusaders. Sad Boys did end up winning the 2-for-1 set, but for more, please scroll down, go on our Discord, let's check out our sponsors, check everything else. But for Gopherino and myself, have a good weekend and take care of yourself.
Yep, thanks all for watching.